Right, we are live and direct. The Broski has, obviously, the troublesome Turks are back in the building. Weekly Waffle, it's on Monday. You know how it goes by now. Welcome, everyone. Just double checking it is in the right studio. Yep, it is in the right thing. So, Has, talk to me, bro. I mean, there's only one sneaker really on our minds at the minute, but we'll start off with how you been and latest pickups, bro. Let's go from there.
Yeah, I've been good, obviously one thing on my mind, which we're going to get into in a minute, but yeah, I've been good. Do you know what? I've actually been good this week for Black Friday, and actually I've done most of my shopping prior to Black Friday, as you know.
Yes.
So yeah, I've just tried to resist the urge because obviously we've got upcoming shoes and things like that. But having said that, I have got myself a couple of shoes that I'm going to share with you guys now. Let's see if we can, before we get to the main daddy, let's get to a Nike SB Dunk Low. Okay, so these shoes first come up, first previews like months ago, and from then I thought, you know what, I've got to have these. And thanks to Route One, by the way, for the early access, I got them on the actual day of release.
Nice.
And these are Seattle Supersonic SB Dunk Lows, and might I just say they are absolutely stunning in hand. And it's hard to believe that it's actually a general release. For the quality that you get in here, the materials and everything else. I'll start from the swoosh, because the swoosh ultimately is the thing that stands out first and foremost, because you've got that nice yellow stitching just underneath the swoosh, and then you've got a really sort of bold white swoosh going across, which is, I don't know if the camera will pick up on it, but the material is like almost tumbled, but you can't really see it. It's tumbled leather almost, and it's very prominent on the shoe. It looks really, really nice. If we go back to the heel tab on here again, I don't know if the camera can pick it up. Let's get a bit closer. Is it gonna get it? Is it gonna get it? Maybe not. But I can explain to you. It's almost like a really fine horsehair, almost, but knitted in to the heel, and then you've got the yellow Nike stitched in as well. Actually, I'm going to try and bring it a bit closer for you guys. And you can see there.
Nice.
Yeah, very, very nice and neat. But yeah, what's going on with my camera? There we go. And then if we look at the padded tongue here, it's not as padded as normal SB Dunks, but it's really nice to the touch. And it's also perforated as well. The tongue, if you can see there, is perforated as well. So you get extra sort of air conditioning in your shoe, so to speak. And you've got the nice gum soles, man, with a red file on. I mean, what a lovely pair. And for Christmas as well, these are going to be great for Christmas. I'll be rocking these for Christmas this year. And bro, I mean, this material on the toe box as well, the nice buttery sort of nubuck, and then you've got that nice same sort of material on the toe there. It's just so nice, man. And I've actually switched these up to the yellow laces that come with the shoe as well. There are two other laces that come with the shoe, and I'll go through that now. So you get the standard green laces that come with it, nice shade of green there, and you get red laces there as well. So these are always handy to use on other shoes as well.
Yeah.
But man, these, I think one of the best 110 quids I've spent this year on shoes.
Yeah.
Really, really good GR. But you know what, bro? When we first started making these podcasts, I did say from the early episodes, this year has been a great year for GR SB Dunks, and they've continued in that fashion with these shoes. So I'm really happy with these. Shout out to Kill Switch / Kill Shot for the heads up on the early access. I didn't even realize I had it, and then he messaged me, said, bro, Route One have sent out early access, and lo and behold, when I checked, I had the access there. So shout out to Kill Switch. So I suppose you're wondering what the second shoe might be. And it's a pair that I wasn't going to go for. And a pair that we thought was only available to people outside of the UK. So when they dropped, it was an impulsive thing. And as you know, I'm a huge fan of Huaraches. So I had to pick myself up. White light bone Air Trainer Huarache. Now these really surprised me. Really surprised me. And I'll go through why they've really surprised me, because I don't know if you guys can remember, we did a podcast a few weeks back, even before Corteiz released the first pair, and we were saying, you know what, the greys, we can wear it, you know, and not worry about it getting dirty and stuff, but they were like sort of suede and nubuck, right? And we thought the whites, there's no way we can wear the whites because they're going to get dirty. You know, it's always raining, the weather's bad. Bro, it's leather all across this shoe. And I am so happy that to report to you guys that you can probably wear these during the winter and the fall season. No problem at all. You can wipe them clean. Not a problem at all. The only area where we've got some nubuck is that heel where it says rule the world. And that's about it. And it is just really clean. One of the best sort of looking shoes for me this year to pick up. That camo sort of sock liner in there as well, coming down. It's just beautiful. Works well with the shoe.
Same free.
Sorry?
Same 3M on it, or?
I'm not sure it's got the 3M on it. That's the only thing. It hasn't got that 3M, I believe. But the laces, the spare laces that come with it, obviously do have that 3M. I don't know. I haven't checked the stitching out or anything, but if you can see, there is.
I think it's the piping, isn't it? I think because James had it on his story on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think it still does. I could be wrong though, but I think so. But
on the piping, yes. So just around here. So if I can show you, you have got the little piping which I can just mention. So it goes all around the shoe there. That is all probably 3M, but there isn't sort of any hit on the actual camo itself, I believe. So the little pull tab there is 3M as well. So you can see that bit there.
Yeah.
I do apologize about the focus. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but yeah, man, these, I'm glad I picked these up. Definitely winter ready. Easily wipeable, and it was easily copped as well. There were loads sort of sitting on sneakers when I copped the pair. So I think at the moment there is smaller sizes left, in between gone, but the bigger sizes are left as well. So you know, but yeah,
any extras, any goodies?
Nah, bro, I'm still waiting for my balaclava, my belly from Corteiz, but no extras apart from your dog tag, which comes on the shoe. I don't know if we get the extra dog tag chain as well. I didn't really check, but yeah, that's the only things that come with it at the moment. No sticker. I did get a sticker last time, which was that one there.
Oh yeah,
Corteiz with a skull and bones, Alcatraz and skull and bones.
Bro, you know what? Actually, I've actually got a belly for you. I'll give you the red one, yeah, because I ordered the t-shirt. This one, I ordered this t-shirt, and a grey belly came with it. So I was like, you know, I got a hook Hass up in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just remembered now. So when I see you, bro, I'll give you the red one, man.
It's a pity thing, guys. You know, it's all good. Though. It's all love, man.
But I'm not gonna wear them anyway.
You know what this means, right? We've got to do a show wearing the belly when we both had one.
Oh, imagine, man. We're gonna look like Power Rangers. Do you know what I mean?
All right, let's see. Chat. By the way, thanks for tuning in tonight as well. Chat. Let us know if you want me and Erkin to do a show wearing the belly. Both of us wearing a belly.
Bro, you know what the answer is gonna be? That's just gonna be comedy gold, man. What you do, wear the white pair as well, and I'll wear the grey. So then that way we'll definitely look like Power Rangers. We just need the good old watches, whatever they're called. I can't remember, man.
I know. Yeah, I know what you're trying to talk about.
Sneaker Rangers.
You've got to tag Clint if we ever do that.
Yeah, that would be hilarious, man. But yeah, I think some solid pickups, man. That those dunks look so well. They look good anyway, but in hands,
Bro,
do you know what I mean? The materials are unreal.
I mean, that switch up to the yellow laces, I think,
Yeah.
just gives it that extra pop. I mean, if you look at it, it's not too out there, and it sort of reminds me of, I don't know if anyone remembers the Bart Simpsons, the SB Dunks.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's
yeah.
totally different color, but you got the red and the yellow, which is reminiscent of that. Obviously, the Bart Simpsons had a bit of the blue. Obviously, was blue as well. So this one's green. But I was saying, bro, this swoosh here, I mean, is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
With that yellow stitching as well. When you have it in hand, it's just so beautiful. Like, you know, they've done a really good job with this. And yet again, it's another GR. So
yeah, it's that price, man.
Yeah, both of my pickups weren't Black Friday, but these were sort of shoes that I pre-planned to buy anyway, and that doesn't sort of leave much wiggle room for Black Friday stuff. So
yeah, man. Well, for me, I didn't get anything. So no, I tell a lie. Actually, I actually copped the Salehi Bembry Crocs. They are on sale still, I believe. I think about almost half price. They're about 45 quid. I had an extra 10% off. Shout out the Mrs. Uni Days code. So I got an extra 10% off. They came to about £41. Bro, I'm considering keeping those compared to the other Crocs that I showed last week, only because for those who haven't seen the double unboxing with the Sunders and the Crocs, bro, my middle toe is like the weirdest thing. My middle toe is bigger than my big toe. Yeah. So the way these are constructed, these Echo Crocs, is they're like that. So imagine my middle toe is pushing against the Croc when it shouldn't, no matter the size.
Can I just say something? Your middle toe is longer, right?
Yeah.
All I'm thinking is in my head is, can you flip the bird with your middle toe finger?
What do you mean?
Can you flip the bird with your middle toe?
What do you mean? What's that? What's flip the bird?
Like, you know when you stick your middle finger up?
No, I can't. I ain't got the mind muscle connection thing going on. But it's not noticeable. It's just like, how can I explain it? They're basically on par. It's just the middle one slightly edges it. Do you know what I mean? Normal people's feet, they just slant. So obviously little up to big. That's how it should be, or how most people's feet are. But for me, that's the problem I have with the Echo Crocs. Weird situation, but I thought I'd mention it in the unboxing just in case similar people have the similar problem. But the Salehis, they are very comfortable. The colors are always on point. Very practical. Obviously, like the look of them and stuff like that. And for 40 quid, I mean, they're even cheaper than the Echo Crocs. So, you know, would have been rude not to at least get them in and see what they're like compared to the Echoes. In terms of shoes, only one thing on my mind, same as you, Hasbro. We might as well get into it. Before we do touch on, James, before we do touch on the black Corteiz, we got to talk about the Air Max 95 stash, bro. I mean, what a shoe. It looks like that's making my top 10. And I know it could be recency bias just because imagine the time on a sneaker review. Bro, listen, I'm telling you, if you guys go back to any of my slide reviews, you'll be able to tell. But yeah, Air Max 95 stash. We first thought the 13th of December was the release date, which looks like might be the US release date at the moment, from what I've seen. A lot of raffles like Foot Patrol, Size, 7 Store, I believe 7 Store, and SNS as well. Quite a few popping up. Obviously, Offspring. Sneakers release is definitely happening. 4th of December. What was the 6th of December? Which place? Do you remember, Has? I think
Foot Patrol launched their raffle today, and they're dropping the shoes on the 6th of December. So that will be a Saturday. So
yeah,
I think it gives you a 3-day window to sign up. But what I was saying before we started the show, I was saying perhaps just wait and see how you get on with the upcoming release for the 4th. Yeah. And then you can still sign up on Thursday for that drop. So if you're unlucky, just sign up with Foot Patrol, because one thing about Foot Patrol was talking about is they do hold your money. So you have to pay up front. And you know, if you hit on other stuff, you know, that's going to leave you a bit short in the short term. So be mindful of that. So if you're being a bit tactical, I'd say wait and see how you get on till Thursday, and then just go for the foot patrol.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is, it's not so much you're paying technically upfront for a sneaker you might not buy. It's the fact that they hold the money for a few days extra, which again, if you're trying to pay resale or, you know, go for the actual release date or a later release, it's a bit frustrating, you know. Just to go back quickly to Seamus' comment, yes, it was on the Crocs website. So Salehi has a few colorways on there that have a mad discount. I don't know if it's going to end today because Cyber Monday and stuff like that, but yeah, definitely check it out if you're interested. Excuse me. But yeah, looks like we're getting it early, the 4th of December, which I was chuffed about. As soon as I saw it land on SNS, by chance, I don't know why I went on SNS. It was literally just out of the blue. Saw it on there. And then, yeah, a few other raffles are popping up. Been following Stash on their Instagram, and it looks like, you know, all the mates are getting them in early. And, you know, I'm trying to slide in the DMs and nothing's, you know what I mean? Not even being seen. So I'm like, all right, you know what? It's not that deep, innit? Like, it's creating a buzz. It's looking very nice in terms of like in-hand pictures and stuff like that. And yeah, I think the 95 is kind of overshadowing the Air Force One, but at the same time, whoever likes the Air Force One is going to get them anyway, you know? So Hass, bro, obviously we've seen more pictures. Is the hype becoming more hype? And yeah, have the in-hand pictures change your mind at all, or just got you more excited? What's the vibes on that?
Yeah, look, when the initial photos dropped, right, everyone was sort of a bit skeptical about the design, you know, the loops and everything else. And me, myself, personally, I wasn't too worried about that. I thought it gave a different aesthetic to the shoe. Although it's almost true to his original release, he's just made it a bit more different. So it's got its own identity, so to speak. And yeah, man, ever since I saw the first pictures, it's piqued my interest, and now I'm just really hyped to get this pair. And yeah, I think it's going to make my top 10, if not my top 5 this year. On it, just looking at the pictures.
Yeah,
just looking at the pictures, because those colors and the midsole and everything else, the little details, it just slaps. You know, it just, honestly, everything's just come together so nice. And it's one of those shoes that when you get in hand, I'm sure it'll be like, do you know what? This is even better in hand.
Yeah,
it's gonna look so good on feet. And the great thing about this shoe is you can probably pair it up with anything. It's one of those colors, like, you know, you can probably wear pretty much anything and you can make it match. But they just look so good. And honestly, Complex Con, we all saw, I think Joe LaPuma was given a pair. He had them straight on feet. I think Brendan Dunn had the Air Force One versions on his feet. So there is a bit of hype behind this in the States as well. And yeah, it was just, you know, it's a must cop. And I'm thinking maybe if we get an unearthed sort of scenario where we were sweating a little bit and then it was like, oh, actually, these were really easy. You know, I might go back in for another pair, sort of thing. So, you know, we're hoping for that scenario. Yeah. Now, the good thing for me is that, you know, they're going to be available on numerous platforms. So we've already seen the likes of Ends, Offspring, etc. Now Size are sort of coming in on the act, Foot Patrol. So this tells me that there is going to be a healthy number out there. So chances of copying will be relatively good. And I just think just enter all the raffles as much as you can. And if you don't want more than one pair, just cancel or keep and sell. So yeah. What are you saying, Broski?
Yeah, bro. I think the more I'm seeing them, the more I'm liking them. And the fact that it comes with an old school box. We've seen even Clint wear his pair that he was gifted on his stories on IG. Bro, and they are definitely making my top 10, I think. I mean, it's weird because I've sort of been like jotting down on my notes app, like my top 10 for the year, obviously making a video about it and stuff like that. And half of the list is Air Max 95. So I'm trying to be as sort of neutral with my top 10 for the year, but it's hard, bro. Like I think the 95s have had such a strong year. You can't leave out the Unearthed. You can't leave out the Amamaniers. You can't leave out the Stash that looks like, if it's as good as it looks, basically. Yeah, bro, it's been a crazy year for 95s, but this one I don't know, man. I think it sits in between for me, the Unearthed and the Amamaniers in terms of, my favorite picks of the year. Could be top two, I think. Unearthed up undoubtedly, I've made my mind up now, bro. Once now the dust has settled, the colors, the materials, everything. Yeah, man. It's been a great year for 95s, and I think the stash is coming out in the perfect time. The whole sort of materials on the upper, like you said, the speckle into the midsole. Bro, what a great pair, man. And obviously the OG collaboration colorway that they did, it is like a big nod to it. And I know people are a bit cheesed off with the eyelets and stuff like that, but I don't mind it. It adds more of that sort of utility vibe to it.
It gives it more edge, I think. It does give it more edge, Like when you look at it, you think, oh, this is a bit different. And it's still in the same mold as the OGs, but a bit different. And I like that. I like the fact that they can be a bit bold, be a bit brave, and try something different with these. And I think they work pretty well, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And like Homer said, like the I don't want to sound like that guy, back in my day, but I think the new set of sneakerheads won't really get this collaboration. You know what I mean? It's more of a. It sounds weird, and I don't want to sound gatekeepery, but it's like a proper sneakerhead sneaker, or collaboration. Yeah, like it's definitely one of those, man. And I mean, we've had a couple of them over the past couple of years, and it's worked in our favor. Like we've been able to cop relatively easily because all the hype and the hype beasts or new school kids, like they're not as interested as a Central C95 where that sold out instantly. But
yeah,
bro, did I don't want to sound like that guy, but did people really want them? Do you know what I mean? It was just like the kids wanted them. That was cool. Yeah. That's fine. But I think it's going to be the opposite, hopefully, anyway.
You're talking facts, and I'll tell you why you're talking facts. We saw it with the Corteiz, right?
Yeah.
We saw it with these latest drops as well. Their still sizes sitting. Classic example, Wu-Tang Dunks. Highly sought after. No one can get a hold of these. Back in the day, everyone wanted a pair. No one thought they'd get a pair. Now they're sitting. You can grab a pair right now. If not online, you can grab a pair for under retail even, which is crazy. But it just shows you how how far apart the new generation is to the old school sort of older sneakerheads, in how we look at shoes and what we see as important part of the sneaker world. You know what I mean? So that's a classic example right there. And I think it'll be difficult not to put the stash in that sort of same or similar mold. But I think with the 95s, they still do have that pull, even for the newer generation, because you look now, I still see the younger generation wearing 95s. Yes, granted, they're GRs and stuff. So, most young generation are wearing 95s, which aren't necessarily collabs, but they are still sort of popular-ish.
Yeah.
But in terms of collaboration and what this shoe means to us within our circles, I don't think the younger generation understand that or know the significance of it. So, yeah, in that sense, I'm quite hopeful. I've never been this hopeful before, but I'm quite relaxed, so to speak.
Bro, I can't lie. I'm feeling the same. Like when I've seen more and more raffles pop up, and I'm like, hold on, we didn't even know it was gonna be. I thought it could have been. How Pata did their late sneakers drop, but they initially only did it on their website. That's what I thought the vibe was gonna be on these. Only because we didn't really hear much, and it was only a few days before we found out the new release date and stuff. It's just, when the same vibe I had with the Patters, when you get like, this, what I mean? I'm not even gonna try. I might just enter one or two raffles and that's it, kind of thing. Obviously, I'm not taking that chance, but it's the hope that kills you in a sense, So as much as bro, I'm like you, so relaxed and everything else, I'm still gonna be entering every raffle that I can. That won't take my money early if I can help it, But yeah, like you, bro, I feel like it could just be one of those. They might sit eventually sell out, but those who want them can get them without any fuss, man. So yeah, bro. I mean, 95s, like I've said, I can't think. Even the GRs, bro, like the Hyper Crimsons and all those JD drops, like even they're fire. Like if many didn't drop at the same time, we'd be raving about them as well. Like, do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
And let's not forget, this is a prelude to what's coming next year, because we've got the 95 anniversary next year, obviously. So
yeah,
if this is the prelude to what's to come next year, then like I said on previous pod, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what's going to come next year, what projects they got going on. We know we're going to get a few collaborations. We already know that SB 95 is going to be out next year. That's been a project that's been long in the works now. So I think that holds so much weight to it at the moment, because SBs are still quite popular. Coming together with a 95, I think there's no better time than the anniversary to sort of release those. So I'm hoping for big things, man.
Yeah, man. And just so are you like me, just kind of going for every raffle, or are you kind of being a bit more like, I'll try for a couple and then see even on sneakers and stuff like that? Because I think it's an 8 a.m. drop, isn't it, on sneakers?
Yeah, 8 a.m. on sneakers. I've pretty much gone for every raffle that's dropped. So barring Foot Patrol, I'm going to go for the Foot Patrol raffle on Wednesday if I don't hit on anything. But I'm hoping, I want to actually hit on more than one pair. I want to have a pair and maybe stock a pair, so rock and stock. Yeah. Definitely a pair worth having, doubling up on maybe. So yeah. Hopeful,
I don't blame you, man.
Really hopeful.
Yeah.
But it's looking good. It's looking good at the moment. I'm not sweating at the moment, but we'll see. There hasn't been the same type of hype around these as there have, been around other shoes, so to speak. So
it's looking like a niche release in a sense of, like you said, those who know. And bro, it's a great thing, man. There's no the thing is with Stash, as much as obviously we know about Stash and stuff, but it's kind of weird, not weird, but there's no face to the brand in a sense. Whereas with Patter, there's obviously you've got the founders and stuff, but with Stash, he's they're low key. You know what I mean? It's not like he's always prancing around, hyping up whatever he's doing in the background. Like, for instance, Central C. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying Central C. Yeah, he sold that shoe. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you didn't put his name to that Central C collab, like Central C himself, bro, that would have been a JD drop. And do you know what I mean? I don't know how it would have sold. But
we said it from day one. We said it from day one. If it didn't have the backing of Central C, his full weight behind it, definitely a GR drop in JD's, a JD exclusive. But I liken this to another sort of graffiti artist sort of thing. Futura Labs, they do the similar thing as well. It's sort of, if you know. So it's going to be interesting come Wednesday. But look at that just the color gradient for me just works so well.
So clean.
The thing that really puts the icing on the cake for me is that speckly midsole. It just gives it that I don't know how to explain it, but it just gives it that funky sort of rough cut look. I don't know. It's just a great shoe, man. And the more I look at it, the more I think, that's going to be a banger and a classic for years to come.
Do you know what? I think the gradient is spot on, because as much as it may work, but I don't think if the gradient was the other way around, it would have, do you know what I mean? It would have slapped as much as it does now.
Oh yeah, 100%. And even if you look at the tongue as well, you've got replaceable patches on the tongue as well, which is a nice touch. Obviously we know about the zip on the tongue, where you can stash stuff in there. And for me, the loops look amazing. It looks like, gives it that utility feel. Man, look, if this is going to generate any interest amongst the younger generation, it's going to be down to looks, right? It's going to be down to, do you know what? That looks really good. The colors look good. Everything else, it looks great. And the difference is for us, it means more than that. It means, you know, it's almost like a retro of the original for us. You know, it's a big thing. So yeah, look, I'm gonna stick my neck out and say I think we'll grab a pair this week. I said the same thing when the Unearths drop as well, and I was right about that. So
yeah.
If you don't see me on the pod next week, you know why.
Booted him off. You got me too excited. Now, do you know what this kind of reminds me of? It's a similar vibe, but I know it's not the exact colorway or exact retro, but it's giving me the Huff vibe. You know, the Air Max 1 Huff?
Yes.
Where, bro, like people went mad for the retro, the original, because, well, the two colorways you couldn't really get your hands on, but it's giving me that same vibe. Like those who really knew or liked it, got it. And I feel like it's going to be the same with these, you know? But then again, you were right when you said about the 95s. Like even the new school kids, like they love a 95. The TNs as well. I don't know, 97s I see a fair few, but I feel like with the new generation, it's defo the 95s and the TNs that I see most kids wearing, you know?
And I think a lot of that has to do with sort of looking at the older generation or even older family members who may have had a pair Air Max 95s or TNs or whatever, seeing it on their feet and thinking, you know what, they look cool, this, that, and the other. Yeah, man. I mean, look, it's gonna appeal to everyone, but just on different levels, you know. So, just want to say a big shout out to Seamus here, because I believe Seamus was the first in the chat today, and we didn't give him his rightful dues. So, Seamus, congrats for being the first in the chat ahead of Killshot.
Hey.
Yeah, I know there's a bit of you know, but yeah, Seamus, big up to you, bro.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up everyone. You know, like every Monday, and we see the same faces, which is amazing because you get a sense of building that community. And obviously, when we're ready and when we feel is right to do like a little link up, you know, like just us lot that always chime in. I know obviously some people aren't from the UK, but still, you know, we could even live stream it so you guys could feel like you're there, that kind of vibe. But yeah, man, it's a great thing to do every Monday, you know, just chopping it up. Even if there's no big releases, just waffling about upcoming releases and stuff like that, man. But yeah, bro, I think the stash, amazing, bro. Amazing. We didn't actually do though what was on foot today. Any heat, or was it just getting through the day kind of thing?
What, today? Yeah, today I had to nip out today, and I thought to myself, do you know what? Let's get an Air Max 1 on. So I went for the Keep Ripping, Stop Slipping Air Max 1s that released last year, I believe. These are like 2.0s. These are one of my favorites, actually. These are one of my favorite versions of these shoes. But yeah, they're very sort of comfortable. And yeah, man, the details and stuff on these, amazing. You've got this sort of hairy sort of suede on the mudguard. Midsole's a nice sort of white color, and then you've got this sort of beige on the panels on the side. Just a really nice pair. I have switched up the laces on these, so they do have sort of thicker SB laces on here to sort of match the red swoosh and the red sock liner. So yeah, man, these are a really cool pair. Got a nice sort of picture in the bottom there. Do apologize, a bit dirty, but yeah, one of my favorite pairs, I'd say. Anyone else have these? Let us know.
Yeah, very nice, man. I think what was a bit annoying with that release, which was sick, but I think Nike released a colorway almost identical, but was a GR, and it was just like, oh, bro, like you're kind of taking away from it. But even then, man, still a fire colorway, you know. Before we move on, Trance is saying Stash is a 95 high bar. What 95 would top it for you guys? Oh,
I already know what Erkin's gonna say.
Yeah, I think I can't lie. As much as I do like the Amamaniers, and I haven't worn them properly yet, but that might just fall behind it, and I think the Unearthed edges it, just because the colors, the materials. But I feel like I'll get more wear out of the Stashes, just because the materials
Yes.
And yeah, man, just the vibe of them, you know. Has same vibe or?
Yeah, for me, it has to be the Unearthed. The Unearthed is going to go over the Ammo Money Air all day long.
Yeah.
That's a good shout, Dean. That's a very good shout, bro. I mean,
Bro.
I'll be comfortable, but I don't know about our kid. But yeah, so Unearthed for me sort of sits at the top at the moment, and the Ammo Money Airs, as nice and unique as they are, it's very acquired. I have had looks when I've had them on feet, but the Unearthed is just unreal, man. Honestly, when you have those shoes on, you're constantly looking down because of how good they look. So yeah, honestly, three great shoes. There's not much in it. There's not much in it with all three. So
yeah,
obviously the stash we need to have in hand to have a look. But it's one of those shoes, right, bro? Like when you know that it's going to be a banger. You know it's going to be heat. When you get it through from the box to the shoe to the materials and to all the little details, you know that it's going to be a banger. So
yeah, that's it. And the thing is, there's no wrong answer, bro. Like even your top tens, there literally is no wrong answer. Unless I only call out top tens when I feel like you're only putting it in there to be controversial, or you know, just to be different. Or to be fair though, even then, it's like, okay, it's your top 10. It's like when you rate footballers. Oh, combined 11s and you know, Premier League of all time, whatever. It's all subjective, isn't it? I know there's numbers involved with football and stuff, so it can be different. But with shoes, it's the same thing. Like it's all about opinions and stuff like that. So yeah, man.
No wrong or right. There is no wrong or right.
Exactly.
You know? I mean, but one thing that is right is what Seamus is saying. Your jersey at the back, your Arsenal jersey, and the stash would absolutely slap.
Yeah.
And funny you said that because I was thinking that from the start of the pod. So,
whoa, that will look sick, man. Maybe put some red laces in the stash then. Just do you know what I mean? Just keep it on theme. I know Has being a Spurs fan, he's not going to see that video through if I wear it. But
bro, I've got to say though, it's one of your best shirts that you've ever had.
Yeah, that's my favorite shirt, man.
Dennis Bergkamp vibes, you know. Yeah. I can picture Dennis Bergkamp in that shirt. So yeah, props to Arsenal on that shirt, man. Great shirt.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's my favorite shirt that they've ever done. I believe next year, even though it's Adidas, they're going to be doing an away kit with that design, that exact colorway. So that's going to be nuts, man. Yeah, I could talk all day about the Premier League right now, but we'll save that for another time. What was that? Oh yeah, what was on feet? So for me, it's miserable up here in Manny, but I wore the ACG Locates. Very much a shoe you can wear whenever. You know, I've done numerous reviews, long-term reviews as well, and yeah, wear them to do the gardening, wear them when it's raining, wore them in Jordan when it was like scorching hot with all the sand and stuff. Just one wash and they're brand new, you know? So yeah, definitely more like, the only thing that's missing is some more waterproofing. That's the only thing I would say with that shoe. It is downstairs, very dirty. Otherwise I'd show you guys, but a great shoe. That's the only thing it's missing is a bit of Gore-Tex or some waterproofing. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really touch on the black Huaraches that James mentioned earlier. I'm not gonna lie, bro, and some people might not like this, but I don't like them, bro. Like, I'll get a picture up now, but what are you saying? Because I thought, and I could have sworn it would have been a different material. You know, it kind of caught me off guard, man. I'm not gonna lie. What are you thinking though? You liking the black?
I don't know. I like things to be a bit different. Don't get me wrong. I do like different materials, different colorways, things that stand out. These just look. I don't know what you know. I get what Clint's trying to do. You know, he's trying to appeal to a wider sort of market. I think not the only, but one of the other shoes which had the same material was Run the Jewels SB Dunk highs, which had pony hair as well, but those were sort of purple in color. Right. Pink in color, really dark pink. So look, I don't know. I think it's a bit of a tricky one. I still want to have one in hand just to see how it looks, but yeah, I don't know. I just can't associate this sort of material with the Air Trainer Huarache, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I would have preferred these to be leather, like the white ones that we've got.
Mm.
That would have been more reminiscent of the originals from back in the day. But yeah, he's tried to be a bit different, tried to be a bit brave with the materials used. I can't knock him for that, but he's definitely gone a bit left field with this one. So it's going to divide opinion. It's going to divide opinion. It's one of those ones you do need to have in hand, though. You know, that could sort of change your opinion. I don't know.
I can't, bro. As much as I love Corteiz, bro, and I do love Corteiz and Clint and everything, I feel like this one is for the ladies. That's my opinion. Obviously, the girls holding the shoe and everything else. It could be a sample. It could just be one to just get the people talking. You know how his marketing goes, like top tier. But nah, not for me, bro. Like I just can't do it. I can't do it. It just looks like Chewbacca on a shoe. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't work, bro, for me. The colorway obviously is clean, and I'm more annoyed because this was the one I was really looking forward to. Like those who know that I've mentioned it before, out of all the 3 colorways, this was the one. Didn't expect the switch up in the materials to the white pair. Obviously didn't expect this either, but this was the one I thought, okay, even if the materials are suede, nubuck, whatever, I'm going to be rocking these heavily. Like,
I heard there's a rumor that it comes with a little brush as well.
Nah, he's taking but do you know what? With Clint, you just don't know, bro. Like an Afro comb or something. Like, do you know what I mean? Just
a special little brush.
Yeah,
brush the hair.
A little rechargeable straightener or something. Yeah, it's mad, man. It's mad. And obviously, like you spot on about, like, it could be the fact that you need to see him in hand. You know what I mean? It could be that kind of vibe, but yeah, at least switch up the uppers though, like the overlays, because all of it is pony hair. Like, yeah, like maybe just I don't know the Nike swoosh or something.
If he had it around like the mudguard, maybe,
yeah,
or even like just the toe box would have been a nice little nod or touch, you know, just around the toe box, maybe. I just think having it all around is a really bold move, man. It's really, really. I'd love to talk to Clint, see, you know, what the thinking behind it was, why they've gone for this material. You know, obviously they have something in mind that we're not sort of privy to. So that always stays between, you know, the designer and Nike themselves. So it'd be good to sort of get a bit of feedback on what the thought behind it was. So yeah, man, I think, look, maybe they could have even done an alternative release, you know, have a leather version and have this version for the ladies. You know, we don't see that too often, but it's another idea, you know, to sort of push them out. The ladies will prefer these ones. The gents might prefer a leather version, and that's something that could work. So
yeah, it's very annoying. And yeah, it obviously looks like he's gonna sort of cap off the year with this colorway, which is obviously, well, we're in December now, but it kind of takes away from the collab, in my opinion. Now, what I kind of feel like with the white pair, that's taken the crown for me. Like, the more I've seen it, the more I look at the materials. Obviously, the event itself, big up James, he went, we mentioned this before, but that felt like what he did with that colorway was making a statement like, this is the Huarache / what I want. What I want the Huarache to be is going to be an Air Force One. So you can wear it like you wear an Air Force One. Leather, you don't have to worry too much about anything else. Like, just pop them on and that's it. Do you know what I mean?
When I say they're so easily wiped, like, I was so surprised when I got them and I thought, oh, hold on a minute. There's hardly any suede or nubuck on this. It's just all leather. I was like, bro, I'm gonna wear these straight away. Like, I'm gonna wear these this week. I'm 100% going to wear these this week. I will take some pictures, maybe for Instagram this week as well, so we can see what they're like on feet. But honestly, that's a great move by Clint Corteiz. That's a great move to pick the materials on that as predominantly leather. But these ones, I think it's going to divide a lot of. It's going to split hairs.
Yay. Yeah, literally more ways than one, man. It's a weird. It's a weird. I don't know, man. I'm hoping this isn't the actual release, but I mean, when you're seeing such a clean sample or unreleased version, you know, like it can't just be one pair. Do you know what I mean? It looks like that's the pair they're going for. Oh man, it's a shame. It's a shame, and I don't know if you guys. Oh no, I thought that was a shiny toe box there, but it's it just looks like the shadow. Yeah, man, that's the disappointing thing. But yeah, just going back to the white pair, I think he obviously said there was no shipping from directly off the website, the Corteiz website, and then all of a sudden there was a sneakers drop. Now I would have went for them, to be fair, but I'm just so tunnel visioned on the stash, and then possibly the velvet brown Travis ones maybe later on. Not really too fast. I mean, I'll go for them obviously, but it's not like I thought for me hopefully once I get the stash, I think that's me done. Like hopefully anyway, because yeah, that'll be me getting everything I near enough wanted. Even if I pay resale, it's, you know what I mean, or import fees, I'll be happy with everything that I've got, and I won't be too mad at the things I haven't got. Now, like you said, it's been a crazy year. We've seen Black Cement Freeze sit, Wu-Tang Dunk sit. I saw Wu-Tangs. Don't click off the video. I saw Wu-Tangs involved in the Black Friday sales, which is nuts. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I think it was on End. And even SNS, I don't know if they've taken it off now, but you can get the Black Cement Freeze for like £140 with their 25% off or something, which is
Nike as well. Niketown were having a discount. I think someone posted it in another group that I'm in, and they were picking them up for 140. So you're right, and that was from Niketown in London. So
yeah,
who'd have imagined that Jordan 3 Black Cements, £140 and sitting as well. That is just
crazy.
unreal. You know, there's so many other shoes sitting as well. It's crazy, even down to like the Wu-Tangs and everything else. Bro, it's yeah,
it's beautiful, man.
It is beautiful. I mean, it's just the reason I'm saying it like this is because I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe, you know, if we're going back 2, 3, 4 years or whatever, it would have been like gone. And I just can't believe how readily available these classic, you know, shoes are at the moment. You know, if someone said to me last year, you'll be able to pick up a pair under retail or whatever, I'd be like, no way, no way, not for a retro version, you know, of such an iconic shoe. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We're all here for it. So
yeah.
You know.
I'm gonna ask you, Hass, though, bro. I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit, and the chat. To be fair, don't think you're getting off lightly, chat. Yeah, because you're involved. You're here with us. Black Cement Freeze or Amamanier Freeze? One has to go.
I'm getting rid of that. No, it's a simple one for me. The Amamaniers go. I'm keeping
Okay. Chat, what are we saying? Ama Freeze or Black Cement Freeze? Oh, okay. James is agreeing.
For me, look, I love the Amamaniers, but the Black Cement Freeze are just iconic. I love Amamanier, what they do. Don't get me wrong, and they'll have loads of collaborations in the future, whatever. But the Black Cement Freeze are what I call timeless. Okay, they'll like, we can go 10, 15 years into the future, and you'll still be able to rock those shoes. You'll still. It's like, I don't know if you remember iRobot with Will Smith. When he cracks open a box of Converse, the Deep Into the Future is like,
I remember. Yeah, I had that on DVD, man. Love that film.
And it's the same thing with these, bro. If I woke up in the future and, you know, I got a brand new box, Jordan 3 Black Cements, I'd be like, yeah, I'm cooking, bro. I got heat on my feet, you know. And as much as I like and I love the Amamanier 3 I just think doesn't have the same gravitas as the black cement.
Yeah, I hear that. I do. And I might be controversial. And I feel like, bro, trust me, I love the black cement threes. Probably top 3 most iconic shoes ever. Like, ever. Yeah, probably top 2 if you think about it, for what it's done for Jordan Brand and Nike. But I don't know, but I feel like I got more of a buzz when I got those Amaminier threes in hand. Maybe because it's new. Maybe it's because it's something we haven't seen before in terms of the colorway, the materials, stuff like that. And someone said it, I think Killswitch said it. Where was it? Yeah, Killswitch said it spot on as well. He's going for Amaminier threes because the QC with the black cement threes. Now, I ordered 3 pairs. One by accident, I left a raffle on from End. One that as well. So I had 3 pairs, and it sounds so stupid, but I had to swap out a left shoe from one of the other pairs because one of the pairs had a left shoe that was off shape. So I've got 2 different pairs in one pair, in a sense. So, which obviously
Are we sort of look? We're sort of switching it up a bit here. Are we? If you take out all the QC issues and everything else, just as a shoe, let's say it's a perfect shoe. Both are perfect shoes in perfect condition. We'll get them rid of them.
Okay, so
forget about everything, that all the fanfare that's gone on around them and stuff. You know, we're basing it on shoe for shoe. Okay.
Yeah.
And for me, like I said, the black cement free all day long, because in the future, when I look back at it, I'm going to be like, right, so what significance does the Amamanier freeze have? Oh,
and let's be clear,
collaborator, that I've designed the shoe with Nike, blah blah blah. Oh, okay, what significance does the black cements have? Well, these were the very first shoes that these were the shoes that kept Michael Jordan with the Nike brand. Tinker Hatfield designed the brand new shoe. These were the shoes that he see what I mean? The story behind it, the storytelling behind it. Is what has the weight behind the shoe, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'm gonna go by looks, okay, Amamanier freeze look amazing. For me, maybe even better than the black cement freeze. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I'm going by storytelling, the shoe itself, the all-round package, I think black cement freeze, just all round, just take it for me. Now, there isn't a wrong or right.
Yeah, obviously.
You prefer at the end of the day, because someone else might say, well, you know what, I don't really care about the story behind it. I just want a great looking pair of
what
shoes
they look like,
on my feet. Okay, don't get me wrong, I think the black cement freeze look great as well, the elephant print and everything else. It's a nice shoe, great shoe, but it just has that story behind it, that pull as well. Like when you stop and talk to someone, oh, nice kicks, like, yeah, man, these are like really iconic. Like, Jordan, if it weren't for these shoes, Jordan might have split from Nike. We wouldn't have what we got today. J4s, J1s, this, that, and the other, we wouldn't have any of that today. So yeah, man, that's what does it for me. It's that pull, No,
I hear it, man. And I hear it. The thing is, though, if we're going back to the Amaminier freeze, though, like without the black cement freeze, the Amaminier freeze don't happen. Like that's facts, yeah. Because like we've alluded to before, Amaminier looks like they're getting inspiration behind the iconic 4 OG colorways. The white took inspiration from the white cements. This pair looks like they got inspiration behind the black cements. And then we've seen leaked images of the blue and white that they're coming out with, which looks like, got inspiration by the true blues. Possibly the fire red, might be coming out as well from Amaminier. We don't know. But I don't know, man. I feel it like both sides of the coin. Like, trust me, I do. I love the black cement freeze. Like I said, one of my favorite shoes ever. But this time around, because I never had the 2018 pair black cements, but when I compared the two, I knew straight away I was getting the Amaminier freeze, like before even anything. Like, and I did want to get the black cement freeze eventually, but in my head, I was like, well, before I was like, I've got the Amaminier freeze. I'm not going to get the black cements just because they look so similar. Obviously, I was lying to myself. Ended up getting both and doubling up on both. So it's kind of like it's the chicken and the egg. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, you're going for black cements. I feel like in my heart, I'm going for the Amamaniers, but my head's telling me black cement. So it's like, but first thing, when I first asked that question, I thought Amamanier freeze, just because it's not been done before, probably won't be done again. And like you said, the materials, something different, like a switch up. But then again, the black cement freeze is iconic, innit? It's history, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but big up the chat, man. A lot of great comments, a lot of reasons why they're choosing what they're choosing. And it's great to see the thought process behind everyone's reasoning. A lot of people were saying QC. A lot of people were saying the Amamiyas haven't been done before, so that's why it's a piece of history, which is great. Tough question, man. It is a tough question. It's kind of like, you know, well, it is a collaboration versus an OG colorway, and that's probably one of the hardest things you can pick between. So yeah, some great comments, man.
Homer, we will Homer 44. Sorry, we will talk about the tellers a bit later in the podcast.
Yeah.
I know they're out this week, and there's going to be a lot of hype behind those as well. So, but we will get to it as well in the pod.
Yeah, we've got quite a few topics to touch on. Yeah, man. I feel like we've seen a lot of leaked images of or you know, upcoming releases. I've kind of, well, moving on anyway from the free talk. The Jordan 1 Low, as much as I've trashed it over the years, bro, like I've got to admit defeat, man. It's such a great shoe. Like, and in one of your topics, you mentioned the Jordan 1 Low Chicago. Now, we had the trophy room earlier on in the year. Great
Gold
shoe.
Gold dust.
Great shoe. Great shoe. But this, if I find it,
just so you say that, we've got some bad news, by the way, in the chat.
Yeah. Go
on. 900 pairs of Stash 95s across all sizes on sneakers, apparently.
900?
Which is nothing.
Yeah, that's a bit mad. Where's this? The sources though.
It's
not Heinz.
Someone on Discord, I think. So.
Okay.
Downer on the pod. Let's keep that faith. Let's keep that faith.
Right, broski, it's been good. Thank you, everyone, coming in. Nah. I've got hope, bro. I don't know, man. I feel like, yeah, we'll see. I'm not trying to, because to be fair, how many retailers have got like the raffles up? So it's kind of giving me a bit of I'm not trying to hear. Do you know what I mean? Not trying to hear that from other people in a sense. Anyway, Hass, talk to me, bro. Is there too many Chicago 1 lows or highs even? Is this sort of being played out, the Chicago colorway? I know it's iconic, obviously one of the greatest colorways ever, if not the greatest colorway ever. But yeah, bro, I mean, is it being rinsed out, or is it something you're looking forward to if you're going for it? Or yeah, talk to me.
Yeah, look, we've been here so many times before, but there are subtle changes. I believe the swoosh, they've sort of enlarged the swoosh a little bit on these J1 lows as well. But there's always some subtle change in re-releases and stuff. But the Chicago colorway has always been sort of rinsed and repeated across numerous different sort of silhouettes and stuff. I mean, this year I bought myself the SB versions of Chicago's, and I think earlier this year or last year they released the Chicago splits as well. So there's 2 already there, and then you've had so many other ones. You know, you've had the Lost and Found, you've had the original 85 versions, you've had retro after retro. You know, but it's always sold out. It's always been a colorway that has been popular, and it just for me, for Jordan, for Nike Jordan, it's a case of if it's not broken, you know, don't try and fix it. Just keep going with it until you know we reach that finish line. But you know, for me, I mean, it's always going to have that timeless look. It's always going to have that sort of iconic look about it. it's a classic, man. This color scheme just works. It works, you know, and people will always want a brand new pair. You know, they'll have had previous different iterations and stuff, but for me, just it's when you got something that's timeless and it's so iconic. As a company, you're going to look back at that and think, right, you know, we can release this every 3 or 4 years, you know, maybe put it on a different silhouette every now and then, and people will go crazy for it. So, you know, it's almost like I knew you was going to ask the question because I'm wearing a t-shirt, but yeah, look, it's probably one of my favorite colorways. The Chicago is probably one of my all-time favorites. I'm not too mad at these being sort of re-released or retro. But yeah, it's sort of the other colorways maybe sometimes where they sort of piggyback off and, you know, try different things, where with these, yeah, it's just great looking shoe.
Yeah. I think the one has definitely grown on me over the past year, I'd say, and that's mainly thanks to the low mocha, you know, the dark mocha, whatever we're calling it. But we're going to get into it, broskis. The, you know, most worn sneakers of the year for us personally. Obviously, you guys have to chime in too. We will get to that. But spoiler alert, the Jordan 1 Low Mocha did make it. And yeah, excuse me, ever since then, I've been looking at more lows. And the Chicago, do you know what? If I go back though, I feel like I always sort of preferred black toe Jordan 1s. But it sounds gatekeepery again. Ever since the Pandas, it's kind of made me feel differently compared to how I used to feel about the black toe Jordan 1. And we spoke about it before, where the Jordan 1 Low Mocha, if you're wearing baggy trousers, you look down. Is it a Panda? Is it a Jordan 1? You know, like, so yeah, definitely colorways like this, the iconic Chicago, I feel like I can appreciate them more now, since obviously kind of technically going off the black toes. But bro, these with a white pair of shorts, some grey joggers, jogging bottom shorts, whatever we're calling them, those the Nike ones, you know what I'm talking about, those comfy ones.
Yeah.
Bro, white t-shirt, you're laughing, bro. That is summer vibes. Bro. Yeah.
I mean, look at the shoes. They just stand out. It's so good, man. Honestly, even this iteration, I know the big swoosh was amazing. 85 cut for me is the best iteration in my opinion.
Yeah.
But when we get close to it, as with this, you know, it's still a great looking shoe. I love my SB versions as well. Such great shoes. Yeah, they can't go wrong with this. Is, you know, to put it in a nutshell for you, it's like when you got a classic car, you know, and you release the same version, albeit a better engine or whatever, every year or every other year.
Yeah,
you know, it worked. So this is the same thing, man. This is like from the royalty vault.
Yeah, exactly. It's sneaker royalty, like the colorway. And yeah, white laces with these, bro, or cream laces, you know, I think, that would kill it, bro. Like, honestly.
Let me just see if I can get to my, there's too many shoes here, bro.
I've got the same problem, man. I've got boxes in places I shouldn't have, bro. It's ridiculous.
So these are the Nike SB.
Oh, yeah.
Bunk low. So this is the Chicago colorway for the SB Dunks, and we've got white laces on this as well. So for me, it just really gives it that extra pop. You can put red on it. Black looks good as well, but for me, the white ones are the best. That padded tongue as well with that red sort of stitching on there. Just what a great shoe. It's just so iconic, man. So iconic. Look at that. It's just beautiful. And this is the SB version, obviously. So for me, the normal Jordan version is better. I like this as well. But the Jordan 1 Low version is the one that is the best, bar none, for me. If we're going by sort of low tops.
Yeah. Did you go for the, excuse me, it's munching on my Maryland cookies. Did you go for the trophy rooms? Any luck?
Let's not talk about that.
Nah.
Bro, Bro, I went for the trophy room. I think I tried to go for every single raffle going, and it was like they only released 10 across the whole board. Like it was unobtainable. It's crazy. Even if you have a look at the resale price on them now, it's ridiculous. Honestly, it's just ridiculous. Trant 74 mentions the Habibis. Yeah, again, if you got anywhere close to 800 to $1,000 or maybe more, then bro, you can have a pair. But again, it's one of those unobtainable ones. If you haven't got the financial muscle, J1 OG, yeah, Jordan 1 OG always, yeah.
I had to even
it's a classic, but
even with the lost and found, I had to pay resale.
I mean, the lost and founds at the moment, you can pick up a pair in my size 8.5 for about £235 all in.
Yeah,
how crazy is that? And what a great pair that is.
Oh, that's one of my favorite shoes, man. I took that
amazing shoe, bro.
Bro, and I couldn't take them off. I paid 300, which I weren't too mad at when it first came out. So even that, do you know what I mean? It's kind of held its value amongst all the, like, you know, the sneaker market being how it is. But that just shows, like, Chicago colorway. I've even got the Spider-Mans, the latest one. I know it wasn't everyone's cup of tea, pepperoni Jordan 1s, all that stuff. But, you know, it's even when they miss, they still hit amongst other people. Do you know what I mean? When people are saying, oh, the lost and founds, I've got my 2015 pair, not really going to bother. Still sold out, still sold for relatively good money in terms of resale. The Jordan 1 Spider-Mans still sold out, even though people didn't like them. You know, it's because obviously the kids ate it up with the Miles Morales hype and stuff like that and whatever else. And even when people missed out on the lost and founds, people settled for those. So yeah, even when they miss, they still hit with other people who may be not able to get their pairs from the previous releases of a Chicago. Looks like there's at least 2 or 3 Chicago iterations to the Jordan 1 a year, which, bro, I mean, if you're a fan, you're laughing. Do you know what I mean? But
100%. Yeah. Shout out to Trant 74. Apparently hit on Habibis on retail from Route 1. Oof. What a pair to hit on. I mean, do you know what? I'm gonna just quickly check what the resale values on that. Just quickly.
Yeah. And in terms of release, though, with this, I believe, from what I'm hearing, is summer 2025. I believe. Take that with a pinch of salt, but I think one of these lots said it somewhere. But yeah, apparently summer. Take that with what you will.
Trent, what's your shoe size? Because I've got there's a friends and family version going for, that's normal though, 1,750 at the moment for the Habibis, and then you've got somewhere in the region of £600 to £800 for those across different sizes. So yeah, man, that's a big dub for you, bro. Really, I don't think they were released. Were they released across the board? I don't think they were, but it was only skate shops. But yeah, what a pair to have, man. I mean, these, look, in a nutshell, we can all agree, I think, that the Chicago colorway is a classic.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Never overdo it. Like, I don't look at it and think, oh, it's another Chicago colorway. You know, more the better, in my opinion. I love it.
Yeah, bro, I've got a confession. Like, this colorway even made me like Jordan 1 mids at one point. Now, no shots thrown or fired, but for that colorway to do that to me, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one there. Don't hate me. I'm just saying. That's yeah, exactly. Yeah, bro. I mean, what you can't overdo this colorway, in my opinion, because what's so great about this is they can just change it up ever so slightly and it will still sell. Like you said, 85 cut or the normal cut, big Nike swoosh, trophy room, you know, an SB, all these ways they can remix it and rehash it, but still keep it fresh and keep people wanting more, and near enough the same looking shoe, but it's still different. And only sneakerheads will know the details that make the release different from the last. You know, your average Joe is just going to look at this. Why are they releasing the same sneaker every year, every 6 months or whatever? But bro, a sneakerhead's going to be like, you don't get it, man. This bit's glittery. This bit's bigger. You know, that bit's a different material. So you
I mean,
can't,
the first thing we do is
wrong.
get the rulers out, get the other pair out, start, you know,
That's it.
having them side by side with all the comparisons. It's just what an enthusiast does, isn't it? I mean, you know, it's just what it is. But yeah, great shoe, man.
Yeah. Right. So Hass, for those who don't know, what's your heritage? You'll see where I'm going with this one. But what's your ethnicity? Let's say it like that.
Turkish Cypriot.
Turkish. So we obviously we're from the same place, Cyprus. But where is it? So this is the funniest thing you could imagine. Yeah, for us, it's like, what is going on? Where's launches? There you go. There's actually a Turkish collaboration. Look, front page. Yeah. So Puma and Mangal. It's like a, how would you say it?
Means a barbecue. It's a barbecue.
Yeah. So it's like a restaurant chain, isn't it? Basically, for those who don't know, trying to figure out where's the actual. There we go. That's it. 6th of December. Okay, that's pretty quick. Pretty near. Yeah. Obviously, for those who don't know, they're Turkish. Obviously, for us, our Turkish radar is going off. Like, yep. Do you know what I mean? But I want to put this across the Hass because of the collaboration. Now, this is a bit personal to us because obviously we don't see enough Turks in the community. There's literally less than a handful that I could name, and me and Hass are in it. So it's like, you know, seeing something like this, does it make you feel different? Now, I don't know how you feel actually about Puma, but is this making you more interested in this shoe, or is it just like, oh, it's cool, but I still wouldn't go for the shoe? Do you know what I mean?
For me, take off everything, take off the collaboration and everything else. I wouldn't it wouldn't be my cup of tea per se.
Yeah.
But it makes me feel really proud that, you know, a collaboration is in place with people of Turkish heritage, celebrating what, you know, what they've achieved over the last 30 years in, you know, in North London. And Mangal obviously was the first one they opened back in 1994. Then they opened the second one, which is really, really popular at the moment. And the story behind it is the original one was sort of run by their father. When he, you know, when he decided to retire, it was handed over to two brothers who now look after both businesses. But it's been in the family for 30 years now. So I don't quite know if they're sort of sneaker enthusiasts, sneakerheads, or anything like that. I'm guessing there must be, to actually have a collaboration with End and Puma. But it makes me feel proud that, you know, someone from our heritage and our culture has managed to get a collaboration with a massive brand. Let's be honest, Puma is a massive brand, and End Clothing as well. So, you know, I hope this is the first steps in, you know, introducing different cultures and stuff, Turkish, whatever it is, you know, into the scene as well. But it's a massive, massive dub. I'm loving what they've done, and they're not too bad, to be honest. They do look all right for Pumas. They do look all right, and you know, I would personally go for these just for that sort of story behind it, because I remember the first one being opened as a kid, my dad taking me there, and it was really popular. It was like the best thing in town at the time. And to see how far they've come over 30 years and to see how successful they've been is quite amazing. And to signify that with these shoes, and for it to be recognized by such a massive brand like Puma and End as well, bro, it's like it's a really proud moment for me as someone of Turkish heritage. What about you, bro?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I've notoriously, you know, whatted on Puma in the past, but I take it all back. Like, Puma's my second favorite brand. Nah. I mean, as much as I love the storytelling, if you guys are trying to be like, oh, what's so special about this? if you go on the end Instagram, it kind of shows you the storytelling about the brothers and what it means to them in terms of the restaurant, and obviously their franchise and stuff like that, and how they've sort of chosen inspiration for the shoes. You know, allegedly it's meant to, like, the aesthetic of the shoe is to sort of reflect the aesthetic of their restaurant and the quality and stuff like that, of their foods and all that sort of stuff. It's giving me sort of Jound vibes, and I don't know if it's that gold Mangal hit here on the bottom, but you know how Jound, they like ever so slightly, bro, they just put their little Jound on there.
Yeah, very subtle.
And it's like double the price. For £120 though, I mean, I know it's a Puma suede. It's one of Puma's most iconic shoes, hands down. And I think the two brothers have picked the perfect shoe to collab on. Colorway though, I mean, I don't know about the blue for Turks, but you know, I can get it. Like it's a wearable colorway, you know. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we do see more, how can you say it, more collabs like this with Turkish culture, because bro, our heritage, as much as people have seen the shows and all of that stuff, and you guys know what I'm talking about, the Netflix shows and stuff, whatever, bro, we've got more to offer, like, than just kebabs. So we want to see more Turkish collaborations in the sneaker community and fashion, clothing brands and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good to see, man. But therefore something we literally midweek were like, bro, well, Hass was like, bro, have you seen this? And yeah, something popped up like a couple minutes after, which was crazy, man. So yeah, great storytelling. I don't know about the shoe for me. Does it sell it enough? I don't know. But if I'm preaching here about we need to see more Turkish collabs, I need to be supporting stuff like this. So, you know, it has to go both ways. Yeah, man. I mean, they could have had like a little nod to Turkey on there, you know, like a little Turkish flag or something. But yeah, bro, are you dipping in for this one, Hass, or is it just like, nah, I've got enough blue with the stash in there?
I think I'd need to be pretty lucky to grab a pair of these, because there's only 300 apparently being released.
Okay.
So I can imagine a lot of people from the Turkish community will want a pair of these. So it is very, very limited, very exclusive. So if you manage to get a pair of these, you've got yourself a very exclusive pair of shoes. But
yeah,
I would personally, I would have a pair of these, not necessarily to wear every day or whatever, but as a piece, just to, you know, like a collector's piece sort of thing.
Yeah,
it's not too bad. And like you said, on the silhouette, it's the classic silhouette. I think they look nice, man. I'm not too hung up about the fact that there's no Turkey flag or anything like that. Obviously the color scheme signifies something to them, so yeah.
Maybe, bro, we'll just cop a pair and go down to the restaurant, man. Why not? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be quite sick. Yeah, walk in with a pair of Puma Mangals in it. Yeah,
maybe get a free dinner or something. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's cool. It's nice to see from us as Turks, obviously, or Cypriots as well. Like it's good to see, man. Right, what I think we're gonna do, something everyone can chime into, and yeah, something that's always on my mind when I think of top 10 sneakers of the year or best drops of the year, best retros, whatever. I always think to make a list of my most worn sneakers of the year, because that is very personal. Now, people can scream and shout, oh, Travis Scott ones are top sneaker of the year, top 10 of the year, whatever. But did you really wear them though? Like, or are they just on ice like the rest of us, you know, only wearing them on certain occasions? So I wanted to do a top 5 list of most worn sneakers this year. I know we're not finished yet, but how many times can you wear a shoe the rest of December to put on that list? So Hass, I think we'll go back to back. I know you sent me your list already. I've sent you mine, but let's go. Okay, let's go with your 5th pair that you haven't worn as much as number 1, but one that does still stand out. And chat, obviously, chime in as well. Let us know your top 5 most worn sneakers. Even if you don't have 5, broskis, just chuck a couple in there. Let us know. But Hass, man, hit us, bro. Let us know.
Right. So first pair, I'd say, are one of my staples. So this is Nike Dunk Low collaboration with Size. I'm sure most of you are familiar with this. Again, it's a lace swap on here. I love my lace swaps, but yeah, what a cool pair of shoes, man. Honestly, these got a nice sort of leather uppers, mudguard, and then you've got a nice sort of furry suede on the toe box, and you've got that nice sort of blue sort of stitched in swoosh there, which is also nice suede as well, and you've got that nice sort of foamy tongue. So yeah, these are number 5, man. I absolutely love these shoes. When I first got these, I was extremely happy, extremely gassed. Just such a cool pair, so unique, so different, and yeah, these are number 5 in my list.
Nice. Yeah, man, it's one of them unique colorways, man, that gets the heads turning. I'm trying to think what was my 5th, like, in order. I've got a couple of them. I haven't got all of them. All right, considering we've spoken about it already, it's been a treat wearing this. The mockers, man. That brown, I'm kind of matching, you know. But yeah, Jordan 1 low mockers, as you can see, all creased up. But honestly, couldn't give a monkeys. But this shoe, as much as I was like, I don't know, do I keep them? Do I even go for them in the first place? Do I just review them? Once I had them on, and I knew the sort of versatility a Jordan 1 low offers, but in this colorway, it was game over, man. And you can wear this with shorts, summery vibes, or baggy trousers, joggers, you know. I just think, man, that brown at the back, Travis Scott sides, I'd personally say, well, some will say these are better than Travis's, just because it's cleaner. Like, it's as simple as it gets. Yes, I know if you look at it from that angle, it's a panda, but bro, come on. You know what I mean? Once you see that bit, if you see that bit, actually, it's clean, man. So I'd say this is definitely one of my most worn shoes of the year. Most recently, anyway. Hass, what are you saying next, bro?
So my next one in the list, actually, is this one. Again, it's another dunk. Not even an SB. I'm an SB guy, but I love my dunks as well, especially like ones such as these. This is a Barber Shop Dunk. I got this late last year because I never got these when they actually dropped. So I went back in for them and I bought a pair from Goat. And yeah, this gives me like that sort of Tiffany vibe. I love the whole Tiffany sort of colorway, this, that, and the other. Again, another lace swap, sort of Tiffany blue laces. You've even got a little detail there with a barbershop, with a clipper, Dubray on the lace there. And if you look at outsole, you got nice sort of Tiffany color there as well. I know it's a bit dirty at the moment, need to clean it. But yeah, these for me are great because it's all leather as well. So you can easily wear it out and clean it and stuff. And they just look great. You know, you've got nice red hits there. You've got also the classic blue, red and white barbershop sort of detail going all the way across, like the piping. And then again, the stitching on the back as well. You've got blue, red and black. So yeah, these are really super clean for me. I've worn these quite a lot this year as well, especially in the summertime. And yeah, really, really nice pair. There is also a white pair of these as well, which I haven't got. But yeah, these are just really, really clean.
Nice, man. Judging by the soles, you can tell they've had quite a few wear. Yeah. I'm just going to go to the comments before I go to my next pair. We've got, got the whole thing from Nets. Free Goat. He's put, very nice. Jordan 1 Low Shadow. Bro, that is one of the most underrated sneakers of the year for me. Where are we? New Balance 1906 Baklava. Okay, nice. Medusa colorway. Jordan 4 Military Blue. See, that gets so like swept under the rug because yeah, we'll talk on that colorway, the Bred Reimagine, but I think because of the Breds, that sneaker definitely got swept under the rug, you know. But yeah, fire colorway. Another New Balance. What's that? I can't read that. It's so small. Minimus. Oh, the Action Bronson. Yep. Okay. Jordan 3 Amamaniers. Black. Nice. some fire ones. So Les has done one at a time, which is good for us to read out. But yeah, 5th place was his Air Max 90 infrared Gore-Tex. Very slept on colorway. We are going to get onto the next comments, but before I do that, now these haven't been out that long, but they have had some wear, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like I really like this colorway, man. I still need to swap out the laces. What did you go for? White laces?
I went with like the cool grey laces, like to sort of match because it's grey anthracite sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the black looks amazing as well.
Yeah, man. I think I don't know about swapping them out still, the white laces, but maybe like a cream or off-white would even do. But the Nigel Jordan 4 RM, still very much a controversial sneaker. Obviously, you got the bikey. I'm joking. The bike at the back.
Controversial bikey.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but lovely pair, man. Probably my favorite colorway of the RMs. Green was fire, but this for me is way more wearable, man. So yeah, this got rinsed out in the summer or nearer towards the end, I'd say, with a lot of short work, bro. These with shorts, yeah, absolutely amazing. So that's sort of my 4th most worn shoe of the year. Hass, what are you saying?
Are we on to third? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So my third. Now we're moving on to the SBs, right?
Yeah.
Bro, the grey fogs.
Oh,
these for me. You know what? I'm looking at it now. It's giving me goosebumps. I love these shoes so much. From the gum soles to the grey swoosh. I clean this quite a lot. Being obviously suede as well. I make sure these are clean. They're like my babies. But yeah, man, these are just so clean, wearable with pretty much anything as well. I've actually had a lot of wear out of these, and considering that, it's in really good nick. So really comfortable being SBs as well. Done a lace swap on these, so you've got the grey laces on there as well. And then the swoosh, as you can see, it's got nice, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got nice tumbled leather on the swoosh as well. And I think the gum sole just works really well with this as well. I would have much preferred a gum sole as opposed to a white outsole on these. So yeah, they look really nice. It's almost like it's just such a clean pair, man. It's such a clean pair. Winter, summer, anytime you want to rock these with anything. So these are third in my list for a good reason. Comfortable, great looking, and just like stealthy, man. Just so good. Like the more sort of muted colors sometimes just have that wow factor. And for me, these have that wow factor. I know it's not loud or out there, and I do like those as well. But I do like sort of more calm sort of colors as well. So yeah, these are third in my list.
Nice, man. Yep. And before we go on to my next one, we'll read some more comments. James, okay. Air Max DN Hyper Violet. How are they holding up, bro? Because
DN.
Yeah, how are they holding up? Because you don't really hear it every day. I know they're so comfortable, but I don't think I've seen anyone with it unless it's in the gym or that, or kind of leisurely vibes, I'd say. But yeah, great shout, a great colorway actually. The DN gunmetal, gunmetal gray, Jordan 3 Midnight Navy, fire colorway, super wearable. Saucony Omni 9.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, very nice. That's probably in a lot of people's top 10s as well. So yeah, great shout. And Jordan 4 Breds. Yeah, can't knock any of those, bro. Kyron, hope I'm saying that right, bro. Black TNs, number 5, number 4, black and white 1906 D. Oh yeah. The sort of protection pack kind of vibe. Number 3, Gundam 98, man. That's one of my favorite shoes ever, man. That needs to retro ASAP. Number 2 is the Volt Green Black TNs. Very nice as well.
Nice.
And at number 1, the Rain Cloud. Oh yeah, 2002 Oz. Nice. So that was the first protection pack, wasn't it? The Rain Clouds. So nice, man. So nice.
Yeah. That's a great list, actually. Really good list. Thanks,
yeah.
Kieran.
Very versatile as well, man. So yeah. Is it Kieran or Kyron? Kieran. It makes sense if it's Kieran.
I think it's Kieran.
Yeah. Shout out you, bro. Shout out you. Right. Next one. Kill switch / kill shots. Medusa Azules. Very nice. Very nice. Kiana 14s. What colorway, bro? Let us know. SB Dunk Aprils.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Summertime. You must have rinsed those in the summertime, man. I
Same
know.
with the wave runners as well. That has to be.
The
The
wave
Yeezy
runners as
700s.
well. Big shoes.
And the black canvas Jordan 4. How are they holding up, by the way, bro? Because I've seen a lot of people's pairs with the canvas material, and it's kind of like not worn out, but you can tell that they've definitely been worn. Right. Before we go into any more comments, I'm going to show my next sneaker. I don't know why I've hidden them under the table, but
Who is Sneaker, bro?
Sneaker. I saw that's like a Street Fighter character.
Yeah.
Sneaker. But yeah, I probably worn this
Oh, big boys.
every day in October. Like, oh man, it was only because I was hyped about obviously Halloween vibes, but because I got them recently as well. So the Freddy Krueger 95s, amazing colorway, one of the most iconic 95s in my opinion. Obviously a fan of the franchise, a fan of this colorway. And yeah, man, all the little details, unofficially collaborating or being inspired by Freddy himself, you know, giving me nightmares as a kid. But now I've got them on my feet. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. It's very weird. There we go.
I love that sort of aluminium and like the splatters of blood on there and everything. Damn, man, that is so nice.
Even that little detail there. I don't know if you can see the stitching just here.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, so cool, man. Obviously, signifying his jumper and the colorway, and the knives as well. His hands, which is obviously showing the aluminium parts. And yeah, man, such a clean colorway. I mean, as much as it's a bit gory and stuff, like the colorway itself is very much like, oh, they're nice. Do you know what I mean? That's what I get. Oh, they're nice. Yeah, and the fact that I've got this for what a retail 95 would go for now. The materials, the colorway is unique, and it's one that was on my hit list for since they came out, you know. But yeah, literally near enough every day in October I wore these and didn't care. Do you know what I mean? It was one of those, just bought them, gonna rock them. It's that season, it's autumn, it's near enough Halloween. Let's slap them on by the door, you know, by the front door. But Hass, next one, brother. What are we saying?
Oh wow, we're on this number 2 already. Okay, I'm really excited about these ones because this next one, I'm just gonna grab it because it's just above me.
Yeah.
Right. So these are absolutely fantastic. Those that don't know, you all probably know anyway. Vomero 5, designed Japan. So these were, I think these are women's exclusive. But they're pretty much sold out when they first dropped. I missed that drop, and luckily one other site, I can't remember who it was, might have been 7 Store, done a drop, and I managed to get a pair in my size as well. So yeah, these really clean. The design is absolutely fantastic. First thing that you notice is obviously that big swoosh. That big swoosh is so prominent, just takes almost the whole sort of side of the shoe, medial and lateral, both sides. And yeah, just comfort levels are unreal as well. You know, Vomero 5s for me, one of the most comfiest shoes. Yeah. And like the details on these shoes, just amazing. Like from the midsole, you've almost got like a 2-tone. You've got the light blue, and then you've got like the beige color there as well. You've got the white hits just around the back as well. And on the heel, you've got this nice sort of, I don't know if you can hear that. It's almost like hardened, but it's still soft inside. Every little detail on here, from the little, you know, suede bits, the silver stitching over here. I don't know if you can see, there's a silver stitching right in the middle. For me, I've worn these a lot this year since I got them, simply because they're very comfortable. They're really good looking, in my opinion. They're a bit different to, well, a lot different from your usual Vomero 5s. And overall, for me, it's one of the best sort of runner shoes to drop this year in terms of aesthetic and comfort as well. So yeah, these definitely, yeah, number 2 for me. Absolutely amazing, and you've got lovely little detail inside as well. I think is that Bill Bowerman? I think inside a picture of Bill Bowerman on the sole as well, insole.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's just really nice touches everywhere.
Nice, man. Nice. Just to obviously copy that, man. It's a very, very nice colorway. If I didn't already have a Vomero in the collection, I probably would have went for those or the Supersonics. The glow. Come on, man. Did you went for those as well, didn't you? The
I've got the Supersonics as well. I haven't worn them as much. I've worn them a few times, but not as much as these. The Supersonics are amazing as well, and they do glow in the dark as well. Crazy glow.
Yeah, they're cool, man. Even from pictures, but when you see them on like pictures and videos that people have in hand, crazy, man. Yeah, Soul Swag, big up you. He does, bro. This guy, he does great deals on Instagram. I think he's got like some WhatsApp groups as well, maybe Discords. I think off the top of my head, but give him a shout. Follow him, Soul Swag on Instagram, and then obviously follow his other stuff from there. But he's always got some mad deals. I think he sold like some unions for some crazy cheap money, Jordan 4 unions. But yeah, we're just going through the top 5 most worn sneakers this year that you've personally worn. Just very quickly, a bit of fun, bit of banter. Yeah, just going through the comments quickly. Homer's saying Air Max 1 dark smoke grey. Air Max 1's getting a lot of love this year, which is great, man. A lot of people wearing them. Not as much hype collabs or releases, apart from the Oregons, of course, Royal Volts, but a lot of people still wearing them, which is good. Okay, so Nets free go. I'd like to add the Jumpman Jack mockers. I paid resale and we'll wear them tomorrow. Okay, so in terms of your favorite, yeah, fair enough. Bro, just before we move on to my next one, how was that release? Any luck?
No, quite disappointing, really. I did really want the Jumpman Jack mockers, but just wasn't meant to be. I did enter quite a few raffles for those, but I think the resale on those are quite decent at the moment, so I can always revisit next year at some point and just pick up a pair in my size. I know a lot of people who actually hit on a couple of pairs, one from Sneakers and one from like End or somewhere like that. So there were quite a people who sort of doubled on it. And yeah, I think it was only 20,000 that was released in EU, I think. So not a lot of pairs. So if you got a pair, congrats.
Yeah, man. I think funnily enough, I saw a lot of people winning from Offspring. Now, I'm not going to say nothing because I entered the stash raffle from them, but I'm seeing quite a few of the same faces winning from them. That's all I'm going to say. Now, there's some people in my Discord, or our Discord, I should say, talking about no comment or no names, James, but they're saying contributors to the shop and friends of the shop, that's the ones that are winning the most. But that's allegedly. But Offspring, we got no beef, I always big you up. Even when we had beef, it was just out of love. Anyway,
Offspring, hook a man up, please.
Yeah, come on, man. First one. Just first one. I'll vlog it as well. I'll vlog it, even if I have to drive down to London. Yeah, we'll make a vibe. You know what I mean? I'll that's a bit of promotion there. But nah, it's not that deep. As long as I get the shoes, I don't care where they're from. But yeah, okay. So Les is saying his fourth pair is Huarache Runner. Great beaters. Yes, that was the new Huarache where they changed up the whole shape and stuff like that. Great. Do you remember those Pata Huaraches that they came out with recently? Where they're like strapped over.
Not a fan.
I think they're like £80 now on their website.
It's not Huarache for me. I mean, I might be controversial in saying that, and I do like people doing different things, but I think that's taken away too much from the overall aesthetic. Yeah,
it was a bit weird. Like there wasn't any, like as much as I like people trying something new on a classic shoe, but there was no Huarache DNA in there. Like,
but this way, if you see that on feet outside on someone, I would never think, oh, that's a different Huarache.
No.
I would never think that. It's a bit,
just looks like a normal runner. Like
it looks like a normal. It looks like almost remember those slip-on Pumas that had the strap across it?
Yeah. Had
It
like a
looks like,
wheel in it. I think had like a
yeah,
wheel.
like a wheel.
Yeah.
It looks a bit like that. It looks like they took inspiration from that for some reason.
Yeah, it's very weird, man. But yeah, Les is saying his third pair is the military blue Jordan Form. Big up you.
Yeah, very
Trans,
popular as well.
yeah, it is. It's a great colorway. Trans saying Ammonia Freeze, fair enough. Bred fours. New Balance size 860 version twos. Saucony Crystal Cave. Ooh, okay. New Balance Jound Gore-Tex Black. Oh yeah, they were nice. And grey. Oh, black and grey, yeah. All beaters. Do you know what, bro? I think when you say like beaters, that's the best sneakers to have because you're getting the wear out of them. So yeah, fair play, man. Fair play. Right, just to move it on very quickly, we'll come back to the comments. I did swap it out last minute though. It was the Air Max 95 Kiss My Airs, but when I think about it, I didn't get as much wear as this pair. Drum roll, please. Okay.
Whoosh.
Summertime, these got necks snapping. Snap, crackle, pop. You know, Rice Krispies, the sunsets, pimentos, whatever we're calling it. I know this was very controversial, this iteration, the 2024 version, but you know, if it's not being talked about, bad or good, it's not doing something right. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, great colorway. Didn't get the 2018 pair personally, and I do need to clean up the midsole as maybe it might not pick it up. But yeah, done a lot of driving in these, a lot of walking. Summertime, bro. A lot of people were just like, you know what I mean? Just exorcist. Like the necks was twisting everywhere. And yeah, man, love this colorway. Probably the loudest sneaker in my collection. But at the same time, this colorway just works for me. You know, it's iconic. It's one of the, well, OG colorways and everything else. Yeah, the TN, bro, can't go wrong, man. Can't go wrong. Yeah, I think, oh, we're on the last one, didn't we? Okay. And I don't actually have.
I do love those TNs, honestly. Really.
Yeah, man. They are nice.
They just stand out. I could spot you from across the road and think, geez. I mean,
I know. Yeah, they are clean. They are clean. Right, Hass, before we go into your last pair or most worn pair, Les is saying Air Max 90 Cell University Red for his second pair. Very nice.
Nice.
Soul Swag, thoughts on the new Amamanier? Oh, we didn't touch on those, did we? Because I know we spoke about
we spoke about them quite a lot last week, though. I don't know if you watched the pod last week, Soul Swag. We thought it was really good for Air Force Ones. And I think our only issue or slight issue, as you know, with Air Force Ones would have been the toe box. But I think they're turning stitch on the toe box. And I think the leather quality looks a bit better. But do let us know what the quality is like on the toe box. I'm not sure if these sold out. I think there's not too many sizes left. But it's definitely a pair that I want to add to the Amamanier collection.
Yeah.
So yeah, do let us know how those shoes hold up, because yeah, if I've got Air Force Ones, I definitely want to wear them. So yeah,
that's the thing, man. That's the sort of asterisk on any Air Force One. Is it going to crease? Is it going to look bad when it's creased? Then whatever. But yeah, I think we'll. I don't know. I know they did release, but I haven't really seen them as much as I did see the 95s and the 3s and 4s. But fire colorway, man. Fire. I don't know, it's a bit controversial, but it does look better than the linens, you know, in terms of like the materials and stuff like that.
No, I think it looks it's step up in class above the linens. I think that's the way I look at it.
A lot more care, man, you can tell. Okay, Sonny Soprano. Big up the Sopranos, man. That is a GOAT show. Stash versus Amamanier. Stash for the win. Are we talking 95s or Air Force Ones? You know? But oh yeah, Hass, what are we saying? Stash or Amamanier? Well, let's say 95s for the.
I'm gonna say 95s. Sonny, big shout out to you, by the way. Yeah, clarify it if you want, 95s or Air Force Ones. If we're going by 95s, I'm gonna 100% say the Stash. That's a no-brainer for me, and that's without even having the shoes in hand. So yeah, 95. So it's gonna be the Stash for me, bro. Simply because, you know, the history behind it, the color gradient, the uniqueness of the shoe. Although I do understand that Amamanier certainly has that same sort of uniqueness as well to its iteration. So yeah, but the stash for me, bro, it's
something about it, isn't it? Yeah,
it's more sort of urban street, you know,
Mm-hmm.
more catered towards like, you know, inner city sort of thing, I would say. Whereas the Amamaniers are sort of more
bowling.
yeah, like for the older head, bit more classy. You know, you could probably wear a suit with those, and it's like, oh, look at my posh Air Max 95s. You know, so
that's it. Yeah, it's true.
or
No,
you
spot
can go
on.
bowling. You know, whatever takes your fancy.
That's it. Nice. It's spot on, man. Spot on. Same. I echo it. I mean, the stash is kind of like the rude boy versus the good boy in the Amamaniers. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a weird analogy, but yeah, it's the stash is defo the more wearable, the more eye catching, the more I want to say it has the streets more. You know, the Amamaniers are clean, top 3 Air Max 95s this year. But yeah, just comparing the two, I think it's night and day, man.
Look, putting it this way, right? If I'm going to be wearing my shoes out in the streets or whatever, it's going to be the stash all day long. Whereas the Amamaniers, if I'm going out to somewhere to eat with my missus, or you know, going to the cinema or something, maybe, I don't know, just for that, it'll be nice. It's just got a bit more sort of affluence about it, if you know what I mean. But the stashes is like, it sort of brings me back, you know, it brings me back to back in the day. I've got all those vibes, and you know, it just does something for me. That colorway and the way the shoe looks does something for me, even down to the naughty little, you know, pocket on the tongue and stuff like that. You know, there's so much edge to it, you know. So yeah, man, stash for me.
Yeah, well, great question. OG 95s or 95 Ultra? Chat, we got to chime into this one as well, actually. For me, OG, man. OG. Like, I like the Ultra, but there's something about that shape that just doesn't do it for me. I can't explain it, man. I can't. It's like, you know what? It's a weird analogy. Forgive me. But you know when a woman's curvy and then she goes on diets, it's just like, all right, for you, you may feel more confident. You may feel like, you know, healthy or whatever. But I want the curves, bruh. I want more to hold on to. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel with that sort of comparison, man. How's what you saying?
No, look, I'm gonna absolutely concur with you. Same reasons. Don't get me wrong, the ultras look nice. It's something different.
Yeah.
But again, it's that shape. It's like the difference between BMW 1 Series and a 5 Series. You know, I want a bit more meat on the bone. You know, I'm gonna go for the OGs all day long. Don't get me wrong, ultras look nice, but OGs for me, you know, it's got that meat on the bone. So
yeah,
OGs all day
exactly.
long.
We need that meat, man. More cushion foot. No, joking. Anyway, let's move on. Where were we? There was a good comment here. All right, before we go, let's move on because there's a lot of comments. Big up to the chat, but we've got to give it up to number one first. Hass, most worn sneaker.
Should we do it together? Should we? Have you got the shoe with you?
No, it's by the door. That's how much I wear the sneaker. Give me 2 ticks, yeah? Do you want to do yours first?
No, I'll do mine first. Give
me 2 ticks.
This is going to be no surprise to you guys. Pretty much similar to what I'm wearing at the moment in terms of colors. The humble J4 Bred Reimagined. This for me has got the most wear. You can see it's got battered soles on it as well. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but yeah, man, this for me also qualifies as probably sneaker of the year for me. And I know people are going to have different shoes on their lists. You know, there's going to be more exclusive stuff out there that people are going to put top of the list. But for me, in terms of the quality, in terms of the colors and how they've switched this up to the leather as well, and the comfortability, the comfiness of this shoe and the way it looks is, for me, it's a 10. It's a 10 for me. It can't be anything else for me. There's so many other shoes that I've bought this year, but this one for me has had the most wear. It's had the most compliments and comments. Yes, I've switched the laces over. I do prefer the red on it, but yeah, for me, these are number one in terms of wearability. You can wear it anytime you want. And yeah, man, I just can't look past these. I can't look past these. They're just in every way, they are just beautiful and have been a staple in my collection this year. So not only are these number one in my lists for wear, and I do apologize, my camera's just gone off. Typical, innit? Yeah, these are also probably my sneaker of the year. So there you have it.
Yeah, fire, man. I haven't worn mine yet, which is criminal, but definitely one of my favorite sneakers of the year, top 10 for sure. I guess that kind of killed the thing. Well, all right, so mine, nothing hype and nothing too special, but one I just can't seem to stop wearing, especially this time of year. Tried and trusted Air Max 95 Essential Triple Black. These have got, I don't even want to hold them. That's how bad they are. I think even the nipples are rubbed off. That's how bad it is on the Waffle outsole. You know, you can see that. Look, nothing left. These are horrid, bro. Even wore them yesterday, I think, or earlier on as well. But yeah, man, I actually got these off eBay for like 110, which is lovely. And they retail for like 117. Well. Yeah, man, honestly. But you know, when you wear a shoe a lot, when that bit, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or the lighting. Why is my light like that? Hold on. There we go. Yeah, you know, when that bit is starting to come off, the bit at the back here, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's starting to sort of flicker off.
Spray and flicker off, yeah.
Yeah, so probably most worn shoe, especially winter times, you know, like I can't stop wearing them. With some tracksuit bottom, black tracksuit bottom, especially for work, like obviously trying to be discreet wearing sneakers. So this is the go-to in my collection. Yeah, love it, man. Love it. Obviously nothing too hype, but it's tried and trusted, you know, tried and trusted. Let's quickly go back to Hass has sorted out his camera. Lovely. Yeah, Hass, let's go back to your lace swap though, bro. The red. Nice. I think you're muted, bro.
Sorry, the red on the Bred. Yeah. I think it just works. Just gives it, because overall aesthetic of the shoe is like black. I think the red just makes it stand out a bit more, makes it a bit more prominent. So, you know, something a bit different. I do like the black laces on it as well, even like grey and white. But for me, red just gives it that bit of edge and just makes it stand out a bit more, you know. So yeah. But honestly, I got these on exclusive access, and I can't tell you how happy I was when I got these in hand. And the first thing when I noticed, you know, it was all leather as well.
Lovely.
It's just incredible what they've done with this shoe. If Nike, Jordan did anything right this year, it was the Jordan 4 Bred Reimagine, and that was an actual reimagining of the shoe. So
yeah, exactly. It's not just you know, a yellow midsole and it's reimagined. It's actually done differently, like materials, you know, and the comfort level too, like the cut of it was more like the SBs, you know, so that's great.
Yeah, exactly. The cut, everything, just even like down to the sock liner. It's just really, really comfortable as well. It took me, I think, 2 wears to sort of break them in.
Okay, yeah.
And after that, it was like, wow, these are so comfortable, man. I can't take them off. Like, I need to wear these like every other day or every day. I've got so much wear out of it, and I really didn't expect it when I first got them. But for me, there's something about them, man. Honestly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. For me as well, like even though they're not worn yet, like the 4 Breds was my first Jordan ever. Like what? 17, I think 18, 17. I can't remember, but years ago. You know, first getting them, I was like, wow. We'll move on to the comments very quickly though before we do waffle on. Homer, great list. Air Max number 1, Air Max 90 infrared. 2, Air Max 95 reverse neon. You know what? That's an honorable mention for me because that has been worn quite a lot. Number 3, Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined. Again, very popular. Number 4, the Low Mockers. The Travis. Okay. And number 5, the Air Max BW Persian Violet. Very nice, man. Very nice. Yeah, some fire. Guys are sending shots for me, boy. Oof. But yeah,
remember, guys, there is no sort of wrong or right answer. You know, it's your list. It's very much subjective. It's what you like at the end of the day.
Yeah, man, yeah.
You know, what we think is our number 5 or number 4 might be our number 1. So, you know, there is no wrong or right.
And that's why I feel that this list is better than top 10 sneakers of the year for me, because it's like, even though you might have missed out on the best sneakers of the year if you didn't get them, it's what you're actually wearing on foot. So it's more personal and it's more unique to everyone just putting Travis Scott's in your top 10s and everything else, you know, so it's good. Yeah, a lot of people loving the 95s. Apparently, I'm an undercover roadman living a double life, bro. Listen, that's why I'm keeping at least one bally from Corteiz, you know.
Listen, you guys, there's a reason why he's gone to Manchester. He's county lines.
Listen, mate, I'm in witness protection out here, but I'm still on camera, so it makes no sense. But yeah, that's top notch banter. Trance as a collector. And lucky to have lots of nice pairs. Funny how we gravitate to a daily that you don't need to think about and smash the tarmac. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. That's what it's about, guys. First and foremost, that is what it's about. You know, wearing your shoes, getting the wear out of your shoes. You know, being happy with what you got on your feet. I'm sure pretty much all of us here have got amazing pairs of shoes, and maybe even pairs that we haven't even worn. You know. But, you know, ultimately, they're shoes. They're meant to be worn. Wear your shoes, man. Honestly, even if it's just for a special occasion or even if it's on a certain day, wear your shoes. I mean, I've got a few pairs I haven't worn, but, you know, I do understand what James is saying. Was it James? Or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do understand what James is saying. You know, it's crazy how we sort of gravitate towards the beaters and stuff. But
Trance. Yeah.
Trance. Yeah. It is quite crazy, but you know, I think when you got shoes that look like collector's pieces, sometimes you feel more obligated to wear those on certain occasions rather than every day. So what it is, you know.
Yeah, and the thing is, it makes wearing your better sneakers feel that much more special. Like if you're going out on a date or a family occasion or an event, you don't want to wear your beaters, but you know, it gives the beaters, I know it sounds weird, beaters, because beaters is subjective as well, or are subjective, but it gives the beaters a purpose. So say you get a sneaker on sale and you're like, oh, I don't want to wear them to something that's more formal or whatever. You can mash them to the ground, whether you're going gym or whatever else, you know. So every sneaker has its place, you know, whatever else.
It's like for me, the Futuras will be coming to Miami with me in a few weeks' time, because I just feel like it is the place to wear them, you know. The sunshine, the nice weather and stuff, you know.
Yeah, exactly, man. And bro, I think when I go on holiday, that is the worst time to be a sneakerhead, because you're like, oh, I want to take this pair, but I need to take this pair in case I go to this place, and I've got this outfit, so I need to bring like 4 or 5 pairs. Yeah. When really, bro, you literally just wear one pair of shoes there. Like it's so annoying, but you'd rather take more than you want, than you need, than not have enough and end up buying a pair out there, you know.
Exactly. That's what happened to me last time around. I ended up buying like 3 or 4 pairs out there. I only went with like 1 or 2 pairs.
Yeah.
And then like, maybe I should just get this. But yeah, this year I'll be taking like 4 pairs. So I've got options and I can change around for whatever I need to wear them for.
Yeah. Do you know what though? You're going to the perfect place, man, to buy shoes. if you wanted to. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, just give me a reason, man. Don't take no shoes, bro. Just take your Salehis, your Junipers, and then
The Junipers.
so-
I can't wait to have them on feet, to be honest, to wear them
yeah,
out.
man. They look good, man. They look good. Who's Greg Wallace, bro? I keep seeing his name.
Oh, Greg Wallace used to be the host on MasterChef. He's,
That's him. Is
Yeah,
he not?
yeah,
Is he not the host anymore?
no, because he made apparently he made like loads of jokes and comments that were a bit close to the bar, and
I saw that on Twitter. Yeah.
after 100 years come out and said he did this, and long story, but there's a lot about him on the news at the moment. So
Well, when you was on the show, was he dodgy? Because I know it's all cut and edited to how they want to show it. But
he's cut and edited, but he was like he would make so many jokes. It's like loads of dad jokes.
Oh yeah,
that's just the way he's from, that era, right? Where he'd make like loads of dad jokes, stuff that
Or was it like borderline? Do you know what I mean?
Some of it may be borderline if you take it that way, but I don't think it's anything that's uncommon in most workplaces. Obviously, I can't comment on what was said when I wasn't there, so I don't know. But he was okay when I was there. He was good as gold, So
okay,
he must have made about 15 jokes when I first met him. Not only to me, but to everyone. Them quick fire gags and stuff.
The one-liners.
Yeah, the one-liners. And you say something, and he'll say something to counteract. And
yeah. To be fair, man, he brought life to the show, man. Do you know what I mean? But who they got now? I know we're so off topic.
No,
but
they haven't got anyone at the moment. So it's just the other guy, John Torode. And then they're going to be asking for, well, not asking, they're going to be looking for a new host to front the show, I suppose. But
wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, no matter which way you look at it, it's quite sad, really, that there's a bit of a witch hunt and everyone's sort of jumping on the bandwagon.
Bro, it's weird, isn't it? Because they go and they pick and choose who they want to go for when they want to go for them. Like, how many people have stepped out of line or done something outrageous, but then there's this person who is just like villainified or whatever the word is, like over a little thing or like minor things. But it's proper woke, innit? Like I don't even want to comment, man, honestly, because I'll get cancelled. Do you know what I mean? But anyway,
let's move on. Let's talk about sneakers, man.
Yeah, man. Anyway, Soul Swag, did we cop the Fear Fours? No, bro, I didn't. As much as I wanted to. My sister did, actually. I think that was my fault. But yeah, obviously, Hass, I don't think you went for him either.
I didn't, because they're sitting. I knew they would sit. I think I was telling Killswitch before, because he was asking me, "You're going to go for them?" I think they're going to sit. I think there'll be plenty in the outlets and stuff. And we're right. They're sitting at the moment. I'm thinking maybe when I go out to the States, if I can get a good price from the outlet, I'll probably get one from there, get a pair. Yeah. As well as the 95 Torontos as well.
Oh yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice pair to bring home, man. Yeah,
as
James.
That's got, swappable patches on the tongue as well.
Yeah. Exactly, man. James, bro, trust me, keeping well away from it, man. That's why with the internet, you got to kind of. I don't believe half the stuff that's been said, but anyway, Trance is a good question. What pair would you buy for the special person in your life? Oof. Do you know what? I think I'll let you go first, Hass. Or let's reframe it. What's the last sneaker that you bought for the missus? If not, then what's the sneaker you think she'd like now?
It was a Jordan 1 low.
Okay.
Missus. I don't know the full name for it, but it was like, you're gonna make me go and get the shoe now. It's downstairs. I need to show you, because actually it's quite nice. It's like a velour suede, like grey, and the laces are sort of lacy and stuff.
Is it like an OG cut or?
No, let me show you.
Go.
Carry on. I'm gonna go grab it, and then I'll show you.
Cool. Chat, you can chime in on this one as well, because it's actually it's a good question. Jimmy's saying Panda Dunks. Do you know what, bro? As much as that will probably get a bit of like change the record, that's actually a great shout because it's so like wearable, it's so universal, like man and woman and anything in between can wear it. Do you know what I mean? So and like it, to be fair. Homer, what do I think about the team? We are going to get into more topics, bro. Trust me, we are. Don't worry. But yeah, I don't know. With all these releases, though, bro, I'll be honest. Like the one that I'm so focused on, and the only one I care about right now is the stash. And I know it sounds a bit ignorant or whatever, but I've spent so much money and time on these other sneakers. I'm like, right, that's it, man. I need to wait at least till New Year's to think about anything else. Well, the stash and what are they called again? Velvet Browns, the Jordan ones, Travis. But Jimmy's saying Jordan 4 RM Oxy Green. I bought for the missus. Oh, that's a nice colorway. I think Has got those actually. James, she wanted the Wu-Tang Dunks. She got the Wu-Tang Dunks. That's it, bro. That's it. And you guys can be matching, no? So that's even better. Because you know what's funny? I actually got, well, my missus got the Huaraches as well. The Stussy, the Desert Oak. Was it Desert Oak? Desert Oak. So we both got a pair, you know? So, you know what? His and hers, bro. Why not? Do you know what I mean? Panda Dunks were a joke. Listen, bro. I'm taking it seriously. Yeah. Because it's a good shoe. Nah, I'm joking. It's a wearable shoe, and it's probably the most universal shoe out there. Kill Switch, New Balance 2002R or 1906R. Yeah, to be fair, you can't go wrong with either because they're so like, well, New Balance is one of the most popular shoes, to be fair. Okay, Hass is back.
I'm back, and I've come back with not the shoes that I was talking about.
Okay.
Because I think she's taken, like, she's abroad at the moment.
Nice, okay.
So I think she may have taken them with her, but second best. These are the ones I bought before that. So these are Dunk Sets of Buns. Not Sets of Buns, sorry. Solstice. I think Dunk Low Solstice or something.
Very
like
nice. Very nice.
And she saw this online, these shoes, and she was like, where can I find these? Obviously, this was from years ago. They were released and no longer available. So I went onto eBay and got a very good price for these. I actually managed to cop a pair brand new in the box. I think it was about £90 brand new in the box. So yeah, really sort of nice, unique. I don't know if I can. Let's get the camera on there. It's got loads of nice little details. It's all about the
sunset, isn't it?
Yeah, like the solstice and things like that. It's really cool pair for a girl, you know.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, so these are, and it's got a really nice tongue as well. It's sort of like velvety. Let's show you here.
That velour kind of vibe.
Like, yeah, velour, sort of ridged sort of tongue.
Corduroy on it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of. So,
nice.
Yeah, man, these are such a cool pair, and yeah, good price as well, £90. So yeah, this was the last pair that I copped for the missus, my better half. Nice,
man, nice. For me, I didn't actually answer the question actually, but my missus actually really liked the mockers. So I think it will probably be the Jordan 1 Low mocker. It's just at the minute she can't stop wearing the New Balance 550s, which I never thought I'd see the day. But funnily enough, yesterday she's like, "Oh, they're so heavy," and I'm like, "That means you've worn them long enough to know what that shoe's really like, you know?" Because the 550, I know it's kind of dead and gone at the minute, but as much as I love that shoe, bro, you can get shin splints in that sneaker if you're wearing them for long enough. And you're walking fast enough, like they're so heavy, it's unreal.
Yeah, they are quite heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, Sonny, bro, 2025 is a madness, honestly. Madness.
Sonny, which kidney are you gonna sell? The left or right?
Homer saying velvet brown with pink laces. Yeah, possibly, or sale. I'm thinking more sale. Like Jimmy said, because it's got that nice contrast, you know, with that dark brown with maybe sail or lighter brown. Are you going for them, bro? The velvet brown Travis's?
Yeah, going for it, you know, but it's at this point, it's like, what's the point? Because,
Yeah.
and here's my thinking behind it, right? If it's going to be the last pair of Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows, which I doubt it will be, but that's what the people are saying. I think there's going to be a lot of people going for these. So again, you have to sort of go in for these raffles with the idea that you're going to catch an L again. You know, tried so many times. And even with the pairs that we got, bro, we paid resale. I paid resale on my birthday just to get a pair with the reverse olives, which I'm glad I did, but I'm not going to pay resale for every single Travis Scott. It's just not feasible.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'll enter for as many raffles as I can or can be bothered to. But if I don't get them, it's not like I'm going to cry and pay resale like I did with the medium olives, because with the medium olives, I was like, do you know what? Out of all the colorways I've seen and for the price they're going for, I don't mind paying that. Like if I pay resale one time a year, I don't mind doing that. Do you know what I mean? So that's pretty much what I did. Yeah.
And I like the velvet browns. They're not too bad, to be fair. A lot of people, there's been a lot of drama around the velvet browns, people not happy with them, stuff like that. For me, I quite like the velvet browns. I just love that sort of brown tone. I've always liked sort of brown tones in shoes and stuff. So I'm definitely going to go for it.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I think for people who are saying, oh, it's a boring, literally the lace swap is all it needs. Like that's
100%,
it.
100%.
I mean, yeah, I've seen like early pairs. Obviously, I haven't seen no reviews. I've just stopped doing early reviews to sneakers unless I want to find out about sizing. But I don't know who follows Kirsch Kicks on Instagram. It's like a resale shop. They've got quite a few pairs early, which I think they're going for around 800 quid, which is, not trying to do that. But yeah, I think it's a nice colorway, man. The more I see them in person or on people's feet, the more I like them. And yeah, it's one of them things. We say, oh, it's just another Travis Scott. We're still going to go for them, whether you just want to sell them or actually wear them. But yeah, Soul Swag, good question. Excuse me. Grail bucket list for 2025. I still need a pair of the off-white ones. The white color, ain't it? Or is it the yellow? I can't remember which one's coming out. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I'll get probably 5. I'll go 5 that I can think of that I know is coming out. And then Haas will give us 5 as well, if you can think of what's coming. If you can only think of 5 for next year.
I know my number 1 pick for next year.
Go on, what's that?
I'll give you that after you give yours.
All right, so I'll give you 2. The white cement 4s straight away. That's the one that stands out a lot. And the Air Max 95 OG Neon Big Bubble SB, Pythagoras Theorem, whatever they're calling them. It's too many names, man. But those 2, straight off the bat, are the 2 that I'd probably want the most. What are you saying?
For me, I've said it for the last few pods now. It's going to be the J4 Rare Air, which I think today we've got official images of it as well. So yeah, that for me is the number 1 pick. Second, I don't know. I think they're sort of confirmed it. It's another Jordan 4. It's the Fire Reds. It's the Nike SB Jordan 4.
Oh yeah,
Fire Red version.
Yeah, the red. Yeah. That looks so good. So
absolutely amazing, man. Third, probably just because I want to see what it's like. It's the Air Max 95 SBs. Those will probably be very high on my list. Also, the blue version, if it's accurate, of the Fragment and Union Air Jordan 1. Because the blue version with the yellow label, bro, and the black toe, oh my God, that looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm not really a big fan of the red version. I don't like the stitching with that red. I don't know, man. There's something about it that just, it's not doing it.
It's off, innit? It's a bit off that pair.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, not for me. Also, let me just have a little think of what the rumors were.
That's it. Rumors, isn't it? You just don't know.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I'm not really that Air Force One guy, if they're going to release the PlayStation version, from what I've seen of the pictures and stuff, look, I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to cop it because it'll be gone like gold dust. But I would probably try and go for those. The PlayStation Air Force Ones look absolutely naughty. But having said that, apparently they might be releasing the neons, 95 neons, and I think they will be because it's the anniversary next year.
Yeah.
So I will probably 100%. I'll swap out one from that 5 that I gave you for the 95 neons because I'll want one of those.
Very good shouts. Very good shouts. You know, for me, I'd put the Jordan 1 Union fragments in there as well. I was going to say that too. It's just triple collab and hyper side. I just think that colorway is just very well balanced. Like the red and gray. Is it red and gray? I can't remember. The red,
yellow, grey just doesn't work for me.
It just feels a bit like mismatched, you know. It just doesn't gel, and maybe that's what they were going for, a bit more out there and whatever. But I don't know, man. It's just there's something about it. But maybe closer to the time, who knows? We might be thinking differently. But yeah, someone said it. They actually do look like the Lost and Founds in terms of like the shape and stuff. A little.
Oh yeah, they do look like the Lost and Founds, but
obviously
being a Union collaboration. But yeah, other one we will both probably go for Pattern 90s. What we saying about that?
Oh, yes. And the undefeated 4s. Jumpman at the back or Nike Air at the back? What are you saying?
Nike Air, bro. I know they're releasing 2 versions, so
yeah.
I would probably go with a Nike Air. It's just for me, it's just more iconic having the Nike Air on the back. But
yeah, that colorway is definitely up there for me, man.
But here's a question for you though.
Yeah.
If they run out of Nike Air, would you take the Jumpman at the back?
I would, you know. I would. Only because I like the colorway more than I care about the Nike Air at the back. Do you know what I mean? I think it's very like it's not, I'm not gonna say iconic, but it's one of those if you know, you know. Do you know what I mean? To like the average Joe, oh, that's just a Jordan. Like that's a Jordan. Do you know what I mean? That's what people are gonna say, the non-sneakerhead. But to a sneakerhead, they're gonna be like, oh, those are the, you know what I mean? Are those the OGs? Or no, that's the retro. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what it's gonna be. So yeah, either way, bro. I'm definitely going for those though. Yeah, I think what's a shame from what I've heard is the the SB Blue has been cancelled from what I hear. The Jordan 4 SB Blue.
That's why I didn't mention the blue. I know there was 2, but I didn't mention the blue because there was rumors that it's been cancelled. Although the blue looks fire as well. Honestly, the blue looks great.
Yeah.
I just think it will look too similar to the militaries that I've got at the moment.
Yeah. That's
the
thing.
Red looks absolutely mint though. The red and white ones.
They do. Red. They do, man. They do look good. Kane saying, did you see the Fireberry TNs this year? I did, bro. I did. And I know they got like a weird release. Like not everyone got them. But yes, such a clean colorway. There was another shoe that I'm in year freeze. If they do come out with that blue pair, I'm definitely going for those. Also,
year freeze, they're doing something different with it.
Yeah. Also, this is me just speculating. Yeah, just a bit of Inspector Morse going on. I think the True Blue Freeze are retro in next year. I'm putting it out there because we've had the Fire Reds a couple years ago, the White Cements last year, this year the Black Cements. You know, back to back OG colorways. Yeah, and I mean,
right there, people.
If it's going to be the same thing as the Amamaniers and the OG colorways, what they did, Amamanier dropped the black colorway, Black Cement Freeze dropped the same year. Could be the same thing with the True Blues next year, So that'll be interesting towards the end of the year, most likely. I'm trying to think. Air Max 90 patterns, bro. Yeah. if they do something with that in terms of like a whole pack or multiple colorways, like the whole wave pack and stuff like that, yeah, I'm here for that, bro. I'm not going for no socks this time. That's all I'm saying. They're definitely coming home, man.
I think they could release a triple pack on those 3 colors.
Yeah.
You know, they definitely need to do that, I think. But
Yeah.
for me, just it's another genius move by Pato, really. A great silhouette that's done well this year. Obviously, the reverse duck camo was the last big one that come out for the 90s.
Oh yeah.
I think they're gonna have a great year next year for the 90s. There's a lot of things in the works. So yeah, man. I think
yeah, I think oh yes, Soul Swag. Forgot about the shattered backboard ones. That's a great shout. That is a great shout. It's gonna be one of them Jordan 1.
Man, I love these.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be one of them years. I think the Jordan 1 gets a bit of resuscitation. I think next year I can see it. You know, with all the hype and all the like the retros coming back out, like the shattered backboards. Yeah, man.
From suffocation to resuscitation.
Oh, mate, I'm telling you. Darren's saying though, I think the Nike Air pair of the undefeated is supposed to have more pairs. That's interesting. That's interesting.
That's good news.
Yeah, that is interesting. Homer's given us a list of what he's interested in for next year. The Neon SB 95s. Second is Jordan 4 Black Cement. You mean white cement? Black cement? It's white cement, isn't it? Jordan 1 Union and Jordan 1 Low Chicago. Yes, forgot about the show, Jordan 1 Low Chicago, which we spoke about 10 minutes about on the show earlier. Yeah. They are rinsing. That's what people are saying. They're rinsing the SBs. That's why I think I don't know though. I think maybe one more colorway would have been all right. Maybe that's why they took away the blues and maybe going to release it later down the line. Like you said, Haas, very similar to the military blues. But I do think they could overdo it. And I think that's why they've taken away one colorway and hopefully.
I think, I mean, Darren Smith said, I thought Nike was cutting back on Jordan 1s, Dunks and Air Force 1s. I think what they're doing for next year, Darren, I might be wrong on this, but they've oversaturated the market this year with loads of GRs more than anything. So next year, I think they're just going to retro most of their stuff from the vault and maybe cut back on, you know, the oversaturated GR Jordan 1s and Dunks and Air Force 1s and stuff. Because from what we can see, there's a lot of shoes being retroed for next year. It's a big year next year for retro. So I think if they stop sort of oversaturating the market with 1 million different colors of the same shoes, you know, it'll be a better year for us because we'll just have like the more sort of exclusive pairs. And
yeah, makes more sense. Kane's got a good one. Jordan 1 Bred 85s. You know what? As good as that looks, bro, and it does look good, I feel like the early pairs have kind of taken away the buzz. You know, I don't know what it is, but apparently they're retailing for more. And I know they come with a lot of extra goodies. And yes, the colorway is super clean. But when you see early pairs, when they weren't meant to be out there in a way, it does kind of take away from that magic, you know. But yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah, I just feel I think they're a great pair. They're really nice. But yeah, like you said, it just takes away from the magic, those early releases and stuff that they've come out with. Just before you get onto that one, Trance, are you messing with a Wizard of Oz SBs? Bro, I am that SB guy. I love SBs. The Wizard of Oz is a must cop for me. I've got to have a pair of those, you know. A lot of people are saying they can't get on with the color and everything else, but for me, it's one of those. It's going to be ones that's going to be sort of talked about in years to come, and yeah, definitely for me, bro. I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, I think we're going to move on to a segment that has thought of, which is amazing. Yeah, the what if scenario. Okay, what if segment, if you will. Now, Haas, obviously, it's going to be sort of like a new segment or part of the show. very late on in the show, may I add. But once we start waffling, bro, it's hard to stop. You know, it's a good conversation. But Has, just run us through, obviously, what if is about, or what you'd like to, what sort of examples you want us to give or go through or talk about. Do you know what I mean? Sort of like the multiverse, if you will.
Yeah, guys, there's a lot of, just want to bring a bit of humor, inject a bit of fun into the show. And point I'm trying to make is I want you guys to come up with some scenarios where, as an example, what if Michael Jordan went to Adidas instead of Nike? What would we have? What would happen? Or, what if Gola was the most popular shoe brand in the world opposite to whatever, It doesn't have to be just that. It could be anything, but it has to be sort of shoe related and yada, 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 So it could even be, what if a certain brand done a mashup with another brand, or a celebrity collaborated with XYZ. So let us know. The plan is we are going to run it through AI, and we're going to let you know what AI says, and then we'll let you know what we think as well as what you think. So I can see Kill Switch. He's already typed something there. Yeah, Kill Switch. It's got to be shoe related, bro. But yeah, what if Nicholas Bentner had the career of Ronaldo? I don't even want to think about that. Right, so Soul Swag is saying, what if Virgil Abloh didn't pass away? What pairs do you think would come out? Do you know what? Let's ask AI. And let's see what AI says.
Yeah, that's a good question, though. That is a good question.
Right. Right. So he's saying, if Virgil Abloh had not passed away, it's likely that he would have continued his influential collaborations in the fashion and sneaker industry, of course. Given his track record, we might have seen more innovative and boundary-pushing designs under his Off-White label. So it's saying the potential releases could have included more iterations of classic silhouettes like the Air Force One, Air Jordan series, or even new models incorporating his signature deconstructed and text-heavy design style. So additionally, collaborations with other brands outside of Nike, such as Louis Vuitton, or new tech wear partnerships could have emerged, exploring fresh themes and concepts. And then he just goes on to say, Virgil's ability to blend high fashion and streetwear sensibilities would likely continue to influence sneaker culture and design trends globally. So nothing amazing, nothing that we probably didn't already know, because I think he would have probably gone on to do some amazing stuff, not only with Nike, but other fashion houses as well. His influence was not exclusive to Nike, but also to high sort of, like Louis Vuitton, like, the big boys in the fashion world and stuff. So, who knows what we would have got.
This is the sneaker that came to mind as well. Same with Soul Swag, the sample or the Bred Off-White that we're seeing circulate, This is the sneaker I think would have blown the internet into smithereens, bro. Like, this would have probably saved resale, I think, this sneaker, if it did, But yeah, that's a great question, man. What's the next one?
I've already got it on here. So, sorry, who done the next one? Right, Taran, nice to see you, bro. Taran asks, what if Nike never made the Air Max? There would be a major void in the sneaker culture. Right, so it's a bit of a long-winded one, not too long, but I can quickly go through it. If Nike never developed Air Max line, it would leave a significant void in the sneaker culture, which is very true, because the Air Max line is just massive, isn't it? Air Max series, introduced with its visible cushioning technology, revolutionized sneaker design and performance, becoming an iconic part of Nike's history. We all know that. So the innovation gap. So there would have been a bit of a gap in innovation. The Air technology was groundbreaking. It was merging innovative athletic features with bold aesthetics. Yes, we know that. And all that technology would have been sort of delayed because sort of Nike was the first one to get there. And the cultural impact it would have had as well. The Air Max line became a staple in the fashion and music scene, and its absence would have meant fewer crossovers of sneakers into mainstream culture, particularly in urban and hip hop communities. The design influence, many subsequent sneakers designs drew inspiration from the Air Max line, its aesthetics and technology, and absence of this influence could have led to a different evolution in sneaker styles. So, yeah, and it goes on to say about the market competition. Without it, rival companies might not have been pushed to innovate as aggressively. So they might not have been so much on the boat as they are now.
Yeah.
They didn't have Nike to push them all the way to try and catch up and everything else, which makes quite sense. And the sneakerhead community, the Air Max releases and collaborations have been significant events for sneaker collectors and enthusiasts. Without these, the culture and excitement surrounding sneaker drops might have been less vibrant. Ultimately, the Air Max line's absence would have shaped a very different sneaker world, possibly lacking some of the boldness and excitement the line has brought over the decades. Would we agree with that?
Yeah, man. I mean, like we've just seen,
Air Max?
bro, let's just say the Jordan 4 and 3 and God knows how many other sneakers, like they wouldn't exist without the Air technology. Do you know what I mean? Or Air Max, I guess, the visible Air. Or, well, I guess if they existed, they wouldn't look how they look now. So, yeah, there's that. Because let's not forget, there's been Air Force One, Air Force Ones way back when the Air technology, I guess, wasn't visible. It was just an encapsulated air unit in the midsole. You know, some of you lot are just like kill switches every week. This geezer. What if Gandhi collabs with Crocs for a sandal? The Salehi Gandhis, bro. Oh man, that's hilarious, bro.
Should we go for it? Should we go for it?
Go on. Why
what
not?
If Gandhi collabs with Crocs for a sandal? I can't wait to do this one.
It would be so cool if they showed pictures of what a thing could look like. You know what I mean? A collaboration.
I can do that.
Oh yeah.
I can do that. Hold on.
Yeah.
Right.
Homer, good night, bro. If you're still in the chat, have a good night, bro.
Image generation. Right. Let's see if we can do that.
What is this? Chat GPT or what?
Yeah, Chat GPT.
Okay. Oh mate.
We're just waiting for no, it's not that great. It's just a couple of sandals. But yeah. Gandhi. What if Gandhi collabed with Crocs for sandal? If Mahatma Gandhi had collaborated with Crocs to create a sandal, he might have focused on comfort, sustainability, and simplicity, reflecting his values. Sandals could emphasize eco-friendly materials. It just goes on to say a lot of stuff that Gandhi believed in would have been incorporated into the shoes. What all the values he had in life, sort of thing. So, you know, nothing too contentious there. You know.
Yeah, you know what? Darren's got a great shout. Where is it? I could see Gandhi doing a Birkenstock Boston, like something where it's like gentleman-esque, but a bit of suede, you know, like something with a bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Like pizzazz, you know what I mean? Nothing like too cheap looking. Yeah, that's hilarious though, bro. All right, we're gonna do a last couple actually before we start wrapping up. 2.5 hours. Honestly, I do not know where the time goes. It's crazy. Has, take your pick, bro. Which ones are you going for?
Right, let's go with if Kanye stayed with Nike and never moved to Adidas.
Oh, I was thinking that sort of thing as well, bro. Soul Swag, telepathic, mate.
So, if Kanye West had stayed with Nike, the world might have seen a hilarious collection of sneaker-related antics. Okay. Picture this: Yeezy Airs with built-in speakers that blast Gold Digger. Every
Can you imagine?
Step. Or maybe he would have designed a shoe that lights up in different colors depending on your mood. Talks about
Oh.
mood ring for your feet. Nike's marketing campaigns could have featured over-the-top commercials where Kanye runs a marathon while rapping, and every time he scored a point in basketball game, the sneakers would spontaneously drop a limited edition or vinyl record. After all, why just sell shoes when you can create musical experience? And can you imagine his acceptance speech at a sneaker awards event where instead of saying, I'm going to let you finish, he challenges every other brand to a dance-off for ultimate supremacy? The sneaker world would be a way more entertaining place.
Oh, man.
That's crazy. That's wild.
That sounds believable, though. That's the scariest thing.
I love the one where he's like gold digger every time you sort of step on it.
Can you imagine? Oh, man. Yeah, Dale, welcome, bro. Glad you can join us, man. That's pretty cool, though. Soul Swag. ChatGPT decided my brand name. That's so cool. All right, we'll go for one more. I think Trance had one. Where was his one? Okay, so Trance was, what if there was a mag version 2? Would Nigel Sylvester going back to the future? So can you imagine a cross between an RM4 and a mag? Is that the sort of gist you're going for, or what are you thinking?
Nigel Sylvester is that with Nigel Sylvester going back to the future, or would
Nigel Sylvester go back to the future? I don't know.
Okay. So would Nigel Sylvester go back to the future? Okay. There we go.
Let's see.
If there was a mag version 2, you can bet Nigel Sylvester would find a way to hop back to the future, probably on a hoverboard crafted from classic Nike materials. He says, picture this: he skates into the DeLorean wearing the new mags, and instead of a flux capacitor, his shoes have a built-in time travel feature powered by sick tricks and viral dance moves. Imagine him showing up in various iconic moments in sneaker history, dropping in on a 90s Nike commercial and teaching Michael Jordan the latest TikTok dance, or cruising through Studio 54 with oversized shades and a fabulous outfit. He might even launch a limited edition release called Back to the Future, The Rewind, inspired by all the places he visited, complete with prints of his self-made time travel adventures on the shoebox. And every time he returns, he'd casually drop some futuristic slang he's picked up along the way. Who wouldn't want to sport the mag version 2 while casually saying, that's so 2024? It's exactly the kind of whimsical, adventurous crossover that would keep Sneakerhead smiling.
Mate, as much as that is waffle, that is just so jokes. Like, honestly, man. Hover BMX, can you imagine that? Bike to the future. That's a good shout. That's a good brand name.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's a good name.
That's going to be his next shoe.
Yeah, imagine like an Air Max colorway inspired. Right, Kane's got a good question actually. Would you do a sneaker battle segment on here for fun? 5 rounds, fun, creative categories, get to show the Arsenal. Do you know what? I don't know if you guys are familiar. About a couple years ago, and I was very much like involved with them because I knew one of the sort of co-creators. It was mine's gone blank. They used to do sneaker battles every Sunday on Instagram. Show your creps. For a lot of people in the UK especially, this was like literally a way to jump on an Instagram live with someone else, and one of the hosts or part of the crew would sort of obviously host it and just sort of judge it as well. And sort of, it was pretty cool. You do 2 rounds of 5 and you'd go back to back. You'd show off your top 5, then they'll show their top 5, and it was pretty cool, man. It was very well branded and everything else. Not too sure what happened with it. I know there was a lot of politics with the guys, and a lot of fallouts, but that segment, that kind of vibe was pretty sick. So maybe we will do eventually like a sneaker battle or sneaker sort of but Haas, I'm not gonna lie, would definitely beat me, bro. Like, this geezer's got sneakers I can't even fathom, It'd
be a close run thing, man. You've got some great shoes as well. But I think we did do a top 5 sort of thing when we first started the pods anyway.
Yeah,
a
yeah,
while back. But we'll listen to what you guys want, man. We'll always give you guys what you want.
yeah.
Milos Nick Stoj, is it Milos? I don't know how to pronounce your name, bro. So I'm sorry. Did you cop that AM1 King's Day, bro?
Nah.
Those King's Days look amazing. And it was actually dropped. It was a shock drop, but the story behind it is that they dropped it by mistake, and they ended up sending the pairs to the people that copped it. But I didn't cop. I really do want to cop a pair, and I'm hoping that they'll have a wider release at some point. Because have you seen it, bro? Have you seen a King's Day Air Max ones?
I haven't, bro. I haven't.
Oh my god!
Let me double check it.
So,
If it's the ones I'm thinking of, yeah. Okay, yeah. All right. I've seen people have them though already, like you said.
yeah. They done a shock drop, and I totally missed that drop. It was just a random drop, and then they just removed everything. Like there was nothing,
Okay.
not even a sniff of it. They just removed everything straight after.
Yeah, I think I see Scopes have them. He posted on his story. I was like, oh, they're different. But
They're very
yeah,
different.
man, that's pretty cool. That's cool. Just to mention, though, broskies, before we start wrapping up, me and Hass are once obviously he's back from Miami and stuff. When are you flying out, bro? Have you got dates or?
Yeah, 30th of this month.
Okay, so we're definitely going to do something beforehand. Obviously, another live show, but we're going to do something where we time it, where we do top 10 sneakers of the year or top 10 pickups of the year, just before he goes away. So it's just in line before, obviously, or the last live stream of the year, basically. Do you know what I mean? That would be pretty cool. Just because you just don't know what's around the corner in terms of like sneaker releases, shock drops, and everything else. So yeah, we have a few top 10s come in, and top 5s and whatever else. But yeah, man, I mean, it's been a great show. Obviously,
I'm gonna give you guys, if I can, I'll send it to you, and we can possibly do it whilst I'm away. I'm gonna do a little trawl of the outlets over there. So what I'll do is I'll do a little film segment, and we can possibly play that for you guys on the pod on a Monday. So we'll get to do that as well. I'll do something from over there because we'll get to see loads of different things over in Miami as well.
Yeah, man. And what we'll do, Hass will send me the footage. If he wants to edit it his own way, he can, or I can edit it, no problem. And then I'll pull it in a segment. Just be like, oh, let's see what Hass is up to over there, and try to play it on the live stream, and see how that goes, man. That'll be pretty cool. But yeah, I mean I'll be interested to see what's out there in America. To be fair, it'll be interesting to see what's sitting and what's not, because obviously I can only judge over here in the UK.
Yeah, Soul Swag. The Torontos are. I've been saying it for weeks. That's the one that I'm looking forward to actually copying out there. So, because they're exclusive to the States and North America. So,
yeah. Oh man, don't tell me that, bro.
180 now, bro.
You know what? We didn't speak about the GOAT app madness on Black Friday. Well, I think we'll touch on that next stream, but just to sort of skim through it very quickly, GOAT did a crazy thing on their app where very cool shoes were going for little money, like silly money, but it was near enough impossible to cop. There was like, I'm going to say stash there, but Corteiz 95 is going for like 120, 150, whatever it was. And it was like non-stop, but you had to build up like points to be able to enter in the first place, which was pretty cool, man. Hass, did you manage to go and get anything off there, or?
Bro, I tried, but it's just like you said, it was so hard. I was doing the quizzes, I was building up points to go for certain things. It was all re-releases of old sort of releases and stuff like that. So it was really cool. The idea behind it was really cool. I think it was just oversaturated with loads of people just going for the same stuff. So, but no, really cool. I know someone from another one of my groups, they won a pair of Travis Scott Olives, free from Cool Kicks.
Nice.
They were doing loads of stuff this week, Thanksgiving and all that over there. and on one of their live streams, I don't know how, but he managed to grab a free pair.
Lovely, lovely. But yeah, a lot of people like Soul Swag, Kill Switch, bro. That was definitely a disaster. Like the minute you enter, it will say like you're in a queue, whatever, whatever, and then it will say okay, sold out. Then it will say another size is available. You go, and then it's the same process. It was like I tried it for the Corteiz 95s. After that, I was like, nope, not even bothered. I just turned off my notifications. So
yeah, it was crazy hard. I mean, the idea is good, the concept is good, makes it more fun and more, you know, more accessible, but to actually cop the shoes, it's difficult, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who did hit, if anyone did? Yeah, the tax, bro, because Has sent me a pair of the chlorophyll saying, oh, they've got them on here on Goat and they're cheaper than they normally would. I think it was like 120, 130. But then when you go to check out, it comes to like 180 something. And I was like, nah, not really. I'd rather look on eBay so that way I can see the shoes first and then, you know, get them off there if anything, because they're near enough the same price, you know?
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
yeah, man. Right, cool, man. I think we'll start wrapping up anyway, bro. It's been an amazing show as always. A lot of
great show, man.
Good topics covered. Obviously, thank you everyone for tuning in. Smash a like on your way out. Same time next week, hopefully. As always, I will try my hardest to put up the stream as early as I can to notify everyone. Join the Discord just to keep updated. Links down below to join. And yeah, Has, where can everyone find you, bro? As always, let us know.
Come over to Instagram, man. Look, both of our tags are up there. HB Kicks on Instagram, posting loads of different stuff every week, mostly of new kicks, old kicks. I do throwback days. And a lot of you guys also message me for a good chat as well. So if you want to message me about anything and chop it up online, I'm more than happy to do that as well. But also don't forget to go over to Broski's Instagram as well and check him out over there as well.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Big up Hass as always, my co-host. And yeah, Kill Switch, bro. Hopefully, whoever wants them can get them. The Air Max 95 stash. And we both have them in hand by next week to talk on the channel, on the stream about them and show them off, you know, because, bro, it's exciting times, man. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. As always, you lot are legends. Smash a like on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, man, till the next episode and stream. Peace.